happening, everybody? Y'all tapping in with the TSR show, aka the Scatter Report.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got the homie Anthony with me and the homie Hector with me. He wasn't here last week,
Welcome to the show.
Dude was moving and shit.
but he's here now.
Finally moved in.
This is
So
a
we-
gentleman on the phone. know.
Yeah, the Cowboy fan.
And they forgot my large fry, bro.
They forgot his large fry.
Oh, because I was all heated about that kind of shit. That's
So we start every show with off the top. So we gonna start it off with the shortest man of the group, and that is Heckalek.
I mean, you only like 2 centimeters taller than me, bro. But well, off the top for me, and y'all know I was moving for a while, and we had actually owned the house for about like 3 weeks already, but we barely moved in last week. And the only reason it took so long was we were doing some home improvements, some renovations, right? So this dude that I hired, we go through it all. He says, I'm gonna do this, and this for this amount of money. I was like, all right, cool. I'm down with that. That's a lot of work. But hey, you trying to start your own business, I'm cool with it. Right? So first week, right? He only shows up for like 3 hours. Like the first day, he shows up for like 3 hours. I was like, all right. Do you have like other business or whatever? It's cool. Second day, he's like, all right, I'm gonna be there all day. He shows up at 5 in the afternoon. Another 3 hours. Then something happens, death in family, I understand. So he takes the weekend off, right? So he doesn't go Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Finally, he's there all day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Check this out. I had asked him to paint the ceilings white.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right.
He goes to do that upstairs with a gun. This dude oversprays about 6 inches of white on these new painted walls that me and my lady just painted. Just painted, bro.
Was
And
this
it's
a
about
Mexican?
yeah.
Oh. That's terrible.
Like and so
Does he speak English?
yeah, he does. He does. So I mean, so he oversprays, right? And then he calls me. He's like, hey man, I was painting the ceilings up top and I oversprayed. It's not that bad, but I'll go ahead and repaint it for you. I was like, all right, cool. So I go down after work that day and I see it and it's bad. And I'm like, well, in my head, I'm like,
Did you take pictures?
nah, I didn't take it. That's where I messed up. I didn't document. I didn't take pictures. I didn't have no paperwork.
Okay.
And so at this point, I'm about to get carpet in, that new carpet in that Monday, that following Monday. So I was like, well, dude, you gotta like fix this overspray before the new carpet comes because I don't want you painting over my new carpet. You already didn't even take the time to like mask off my wall. It ain't funny, bro.
Mask off.
And you didn't even have time to like mask off. And
So many questions.
yeah, like, all right. So that's on a Saturday. It's about 11:30. I had errands to run. I was like, well, how late are you gonna be here? And he's like, till about 1:30. I was like, dude, you just got here like an hour ago and you're gonna leave at 1:30? So I was like, whatever, dude. Well, you gotta get it painted before the carpet comes. Doesn't end up happening. Carpet comes, they put new carpet. This dude starts painting everything over my new carpet.
Don't even lay down plastic.
Don't lay down plastic, bro. You know what he does? I come home after work to go see the progress. And so he's downstairs painting. He's like painting and he was taking his time to tell me something. I could just see it and I was like, oh man, you still got a lot of work to do. I thought you would have it done by Wednesday. At this point, it's Wednesday. It's not done. And so he's like, oh, hey, I meant to tell you, I dropped some paint up in your master, but I'm going to fix it. And I was like, are you serious?
Oh my God.
So I walk up there, big old blotch of black paint. It's like gray. It was like dark gray. Big old blotch in my master, and I was like, oh my God. So finally, the carpet, he tells me, oh, they only gave them 150 yards, not 120, so we didn't get to put in the last bedroom new carpet. So to this point, I have no carpet in my 4th bedroom. I'm missing some molding. My paint looks messed up, and I got a botch in my master. Not only that, I threw away all his trash, all the demo, all the flooring. I went to the dump. So long story short, I'm out about $1,400, bro.
All right. So first question I got. So
that's your off the top right
Yeah,
there. Don't
so-
don't mess with Mexican contractors.
No, I wouldn't even say Mexican because I mean we're all Mexican descent. I mean he did good work. It was good quality, but it's just his thing. My thing with him was just time management. It was shitty time management. There was no time of I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna prep these walls because I gotta paint first. This whole first week I'm gonna paint. He was like all over the place. Like he'd start painting and then he'd start doing flooring and then he'd start doing baseboards and then he'd start like doing other shit. Whereas I felt him because I think that's like a Mexican trait because I'll start like pulling weeds on one side, then I start organizing the garage, then I start painting this wall, and none of it ever gets finished, right? But in my head, I'm like, dude, you had 2.5 weeks to do all this.
2.5 weeks.
Bro,
What the fuck?
we had not only that, originally you only had like a week. We had everything packed up. My lady was getting pissed. We had all our dishes in our.
I know Stephanie.
Exactly. We had dishes in the boxes because he told me, oh, it'll be done Saturday. Oh, it's gonna be done Monday. Oh, it's gonna be done Wednesday. Oh, it's gonna be done Friday. We moved in and not everything's all done. Still, there's like molding missing. And I try to get money back. No carpet in my 4th bedroom. They laid down the pad and shit.
Oh, not 4 bedrooms.
Well, it came with the house.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So first question. So is this like a younger Mexican or an older Mexican?
So the thing is, he was in his 30s, and he was working with a dude for like the past 8 years. And the guy told him like, hey, I'm about to retire. He was an older dude. You and your brother go ahead and start your own business. So I was only his 5th customer. So in my head,
You was a guinea pig.
yeah. So in my head, I'm like, if you starting out and you want to make it big and you want to be like a millionaire,
A millionaire? That guy ain't gonna see 100 G's.
that's what I'm saying. Like this was the bad impression. And not only that, I already had about 3 dudes lined up to give him more work. So within this month alone, he could have made 8 to 10 G's in 1 month if
So
he
you-
would have done a good job.
So you would not recommend Homeboy.
I would not recommend Homeboy, and what I would say, even if everything is done under the table, bro, you gotta document it, you gotta get paperwork, it's something that you just, and that's where I messed up. Me, and that's my biggest weakness is I'm too damn nice. Like I let shit just slide off, and I'll get hustled. I ain't gonna lie. And that's where I got hustled. I got hustled out of no carpet, bad work, and it was just a bad experience. You know what
Man.
I'm saying?
Off the top.
I think, honestly, and this is my opinion, Mexicans, like the older ones, they have a good, strong work ethics. Those motherfuckers, when they'll under deliver, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll get it done in 2 weeks, but they'll knock it out in a week and a half.
Right, just lower my expectation.
Yeah.
You know?
So he set you up with these high expectations, and then he under delivered. So
Right.
I think what it has to do with, dude, these goddamn younger Mexicans are Americanized. So they're lazy, bro.
They-
Showing up late, not
Bro.
staying. Fuck that, bro.
This Mexican must have been from Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Not
am
even
telling
that.
you,
Dude, that motherfucker didn't swim here. His mom carried him. His mom carried him. You know what I mean?
No,
Fuck
and
that, dude.
and
bro.
I think you're right. I think that has something to do with it because there was plenty of days that I would go to the house every day, see what he was done or he's done or anything like that. There was this one instance where he was about to paint the ceiling downstairs, right? And he's like, "Oh, since I oversprayed, I don't want to paint in your kitchen like that." And I was like, "Okay, cool." But he's like, he called me the day before about 4:30. Waiting for me to pay the carpet guy because he recommended the carpet guy. I didn't give the carpet guy all his money because he still owes me a room, right?
Yeah.
So I go to pay him. I get down there about 6:45, and this dude's just sitting literally in my living room laying down. And he's like, "Oh, it's because I'm so tired." And I'm like,
Man.
"Dude, you could have just spent the past 2.5 hours prepping this wall. So when you come in tomorrow, you just start spraying and you start painting and all that."
Was he doing it by hand? You said he was doing it with the sprayer, right?
He was doing the ceilings with the spray gun, but then he was cutting painting the walls and stuff with brushes and shit.
Doing
yeah.
the cut.
Yeah. But
Well,
I mean, more of the story is, man, you just gotta document.
The moral of the story is don't trust a younger Mexican.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah,
as
no,
hard as
that's
working
true.
as the originals.
No, that's true.
hey, I'm a young Mexican.
Well, we all are, but at least we have some hard ass work ethic. You know what I mean? That guy just sounded like he was, and then he probably like got extra cash for recommending the carpet dude cut him in.
That's what I'm saying.
And then the guy he got fucked, bro.
Nah, bro, it was just. And what was cool, where I thought he was cool in the beginning was like, hey, I don't need a deposit. Like, no, I was like, oh shit, all right. Usually you ask for at least material.
Half, or half.
No, like, or half,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Give me
But he was
half.
like, nah, but if something happens.
Hector got swindled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, hell
He
yeah.
got swindle mob.
So he was like one of those guys like, you know how when you're about to fuck a chick and then you just like put it in their ass for a surprise?
I've never done that.
That's what happened to you. You thought you were gonna get fucked, and you were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be good, and all of a sudden he just put it in your ass. You're like, oh, like you know when a girl gets it in her ass, like she pulls it back her ass. That's what happened to you, bro.
Bro, yeah, I mean, at least we're moved in. That's
Please
all
expand
dealt
on
with.
that.
Well, we'll expand on that later, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I got
It's like when
screwed.
you're banging a chick dog and you're like, ooh, I want to put it in her butt, and you just do it. That's what happened to you, bro. And
No.
you got surprised.
Out of
got the
everything, I didn't even get everything he said he was gonna do. But the thing that pissed me off the most, man, was the blotch of paint on my carpet.
So
I wake up seeing that every day.
Does he still have to do the other room?
Now I
No, the other carpet?
yeah, I just
I
told
would-
him to kick rocks.
I would tell that dude, the guy that did the carpet, hey, your boy fucked up. What are you gonna do to make it right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta do something. 'Cause I would stare at that spot every day that I lived there and be thinking about that guy saying, fucking, hey, it's like a girl that gives you an STD. It's uncurable. And you gotta look at that bump on
But
your
see, this
penis
was
every day.
curable. I mean, I think we can cut it out, put a new carpet.
God damn, bro.
You introduce us.
God damn, bro. I think, woo, you got fucked on that one. My bad, bro. Woo.
Man, so Hector, at any point did you go off on homeboy?
Yeah, did you like really?
Oh, dude, I went out so
Or
bad.
Steph?
Okay, you've known me for a long time, right?
Yeah.
I've only met your girl once.
Nah, bro.
Twice.
I got so pissed. And in all the years you've known me, I've never owned a gun. I went and bought one. Like, I thought we were gonna get into that type of level, because me and my pops were pissed, bro. We were pissed. Like, we were just like, are you serious right now? And like, I went and got one just for like safety, but at the same time, I was pissed, dude. I was like, you gotta at the very least make it right. Give me some money back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not all, because you did do a lot, but
Pay for your damages.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, you still didn't finish
Damage
this and
report.
this.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's not even about money. It's like the
The
Dre.
principle.
It's like Dre and
Yeah.
Nicole Young situation. It's like it's not about money. It's like about the respect.
And the principle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you laid also, like, there was a lot of things, bro. You put in new flooring and not even put pad or cover it while you're still working on that, and your tools are all over my new flooring. There's paint that won't come off. Like, it was just messy. You know what I'm saying? Have that respect for my home as if it was yours.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna hire you for a job like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. All right, well, that was Hex off the top.
It's a hell of a off the top, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
That ain't even. There was another thing that happened that I
Well,
thought
get
was-
it off the top of your head, man.
Same thing, right? I went and bought a functional trainer, one of those like big boys with the weight stacks. I'm building up a home gym in the crib. You know, I got to lose all this, and this ain't helping. But so I went and bought it. Drove all the way about an hour away.
I can't relate.
I drove like an hour away to go pick it up. This dude offered me on the phone before we did the transaction. He was like, "Hey man, it's all in pieces. I'll go over and help you set it up." I was like, "Hey man, you ain't got to do that." He's like, "Nah." He was an older dude. He was like, "Nah, I don't want to leave you hanging like that, because if you pay me and you can't get it right, like, that's kind of on me." And I was like, "All right, this guy seems like a cool dude." Come back. We get back to my house last Friday about 3 o'clock. We're trying to set it up. We finished at 10. That same day, I told him about 5:30, yo, if you want to take off, me and my brother got it from here. He's like, nah, I don't want to leave you hanging like that. Well, this dude was like a stickler about his tools, right? brought his own tools or whatever. So anyways, we finish it. He leaves, right? Done. I'm thinking, oh, there's a badass machine. I'm cool. He texts me Monday. He's like, yo, man, I left a wrench over there out of my bucket. It's like a $30 wrench. You mind looking for it? And I was like, all right, well, we're kind of moving right now. Place is a mess, but I'll look for it. I got sidetracked. I forgot. Text me back Wednesday. He's like, hey, man, did you ever find my wrench? And I was like, oh, man, I'm looking right now. Sorry, I got busy, but I don't see it. Writes me this long message. Hey, man, let me just tell you how much this sucks. I sold my equipment for half the price. Drove down to help you set it up. 9 hours of my day, plus the gas. Risk getting COVID-19.
Oh my God! Was he white?
Yeah,
Was he was he a Democrat?
I don't know. He was a dude from New York. We'll just say that. Like I didn't get into that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So then no. Then he's off. Not only that, I seen someone bring you food, and I didn't even get offered a French fry because my mom brought me food that late at night because I still have my daughter. So and he's like, and you don't even have the decency to look for my wrench. And in my head, I'm like, number one, dude, you put the list price. I paid you what you wanted. That's what you wanted. That's number one. Don't complain.
That's fact.
You know,
That's
don't
fact.
complain that you sold it for less. That's on you.
You still should have offered him a fry, but that's
Nah. But how you gonna be hypocritical about getting COVID and you want me to share my food with you?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? But then I just gave you. I gave you plenty of money to replace that wrench.
Yeah.
And I never saw that wrench. At the end of the day, who left the wrench there? Me or him?
You did.
So is that why you didn't complain about your glasses?
I didn't really
You left
complain
them at
because I knew they were there for too long. And when I got them back, they're broken. Like, yeah, can I be mad? But they still work.
So background on that story. We had a little barbecue at my crib.
Like 2 months ago.
He's barely getting his Tupperware.
Hector's barely getting his Tupperware and his glasses back that he forgot at my house, and the glasses are broken.
They weren't broken when I left them.
I don't know how they got broken.
And you were shocked too.
Yeah. All right. So my off the top, real quick, is gonna be okay. So we're in tough times right now, right? It's COVID, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That shit's spiking up too.
We in a pandemic right now. The one thing I want to get off the top is I never realized how many people, how many Americans don't like to cook. And I noticed that. I noticed that.
Excuse me.
Whoa. I noticed that when
He likes.
I used to be on my way home. I used to, go out. Sometimes I want to stop by and go to like a Mickey D's, a Wendy's, or whatever, a Panda, a fast food spot. And the lines are hella fucking long.
Bruh.
Long.
On a Tuesday. On a Tuesday.
Yeah,
Like 1:30.
throughout this pandemic, I'm like, blood. Like, I remember before this pandemic, I used to go in and out like a fast food burger joint. You know what I'm saying? Just in and out. And now I'm sitting there on my phone, getting ready to, watch highlights, do this, that, and the other. And I know I'm going to be in line for like 15, 20 minutes. It's like,
At the best.
yeah.
At the best.
Yeah.
15
Yes.
minutes.
Yes.
What time is this at?
And we got a Dutch Brothers. Have y'all driven past Dutch Brothers?
Bro.
Dude, it's fucking ridiculous.
That shit almost
Blood.
cost like 6 wrecks.
What did it?
Yeah, my lady almost wrecked that when they opened. That line was so long, some dude peeled out to get out of the line and almost hit her with my kids in it.
Yeah, blood. It's and I understand like some places are closed down like to go in.
Yeah.
But like I never noticed how many motherfuckers didn't like to go home and cook.
No, and that's so true because look at the line at Mickey D's and then you go to a grocery store and it's empty.
Yeah.
Like
and everybody
it's way less people than it was way before. You know what I'm saying?
everybody want to get that Travis Scott. I've been dunking my fries in barbecue sauce.
You like
Damn.
barbecue?
Yeah, I like that shit.
It's either ranch or ketchup.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a big fan of ranch unless it's on wings.
Barbecue. But what time is this at?
Huh?
Are you talking like dinner time? Or like lunchtime?
Bro, at any time.
It doesn't matter now.
Lunchtime, whatever.
Lunchtime is fucking ridiculous. Like, if you go between 12 and 1, fucking lines are packed.
Well, because that's
And right
already
after
lunch.
Yeah.
They're fucking packed, yo.
It's fucking ridiculous, bro. It is, and I can see where you're coming from.
Packed.
I can see where you're coming from because it's to the point where I hate even going and just sitting there because I know,
Yeah,
and then you get that dickhead in front of you that's ordering for the whole goddamn family, and now you just want to get a fucking. Can I get a hot and spicy and a
What?
green chili cheese?
It's always like-
yeah, and you always get the asshole that's getting for his 4 kids, his 3 step
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
his girlfriend that no onions on the burger. Shut the fuck up and get what you want.
And you're in the back, and all of a sudden you see your view is the window and the driver's seat, and they're like this.
And you can see
2 drink carriers.
digging
Yeah.
into the fucking bag to see if
Yeah.
the order's right too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Hey, McDonald's, start handing out ketchup with the fucking meal. Don't make me ask you
Yeah,
for
I
ketchup.
don't like that shit.
Don't make me ask you for ketchup, cuz. You feel me?
I hate that. You know, but you would think, to play devil's advocate, right? You would think that a lot of these drive-through spots would have a system like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, you don't wait long at all. It's never been a long wait for Chick-fil-A. They got shit down.
My
You would
pleasure.
think-
My pleasure.
Yeah.
My
My
pleasure.
pleasure.
My pleasure.
You would think a lot of them would have that system though, already built in where it's just faster, better,
So
easier.
so let me ask you all this. Are you guys Sam's Club members?
No.
I'm a Costco guy.
So I'm both. I got Costco and
My
Sam's
ladies.
Club.
Balling, huh?
Well,
Nah,
well,
my ladies, man. We get 1 and 1.
let me tell you.
I don't do that by
At Sam's Club, you know how they got a food court?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that pizza's bomb.
So at one point throughout this pandemic, they were giving out. They were only selling hot dogs and pizza slices. So pizza slice, boom, whatever, right? Well, I wanted a hot dog, and these motherfuckers was not giving out ketchup or mustard. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to eat my hot dog?
Oh,
just like this?
Little spots open now. You
Yeah, they
have
don't.
to, like,
But at least give us the package. You feel me, Glenn?
all dry, fucking
Yeah.
dry hot dog.
What am I? What am I? A fucking thought just eating a plain ass
Nah.
fucking hot dog?
A thought.
I
You
think,
know what I'm saying?
That's like a 5-year-old. Can I get a hot dog plain?
Yeah.
I think
What am I, Kimberly?
Dude, my daughter even eats mustards and ketchup. I'd smack a kid.
I didn't even know and that's so funny because before this pandemic, you know how much napkins and ketchup packages would be in the bag. Like
Yeah.
not only the coins are shorting out, but the ketchup and mustard is
You're
shorting.
stupid.
The relish is shorting.
Yeah.
Napkins. Like we went to Mickey D's too, and now they're giving you like 2 napkins per whatever you order.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before I can get just a hot and spicy, but like 12 fucking napkins all slammed up in there. Shit's just shorting out, bro.
Dude, on top of that, I went to fucking Chipotle's. And dude,
What's
you know how
Chipotle?
Chipotle grill? And you know how they give you the forks? You know how they give you the forks of the package, right?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Their forks used to be nice and strong, or it was like long. I got this fucking fork, bro, and the teeth were only like probably that big. I couldn't even eat it right, bro. Give me a fucking.
Was it a sport?
Dude, it was awful.
Was it a sport?
It was bending. Like when I'd go in, no, it was like a fork. It was bending. I was like, I can't even get my fucking steak. What
Yeah.
the fuck is this
Man.
name that shit? It's awful, dude.
That's your problem. You should have went with the chicken.
Dude, I landed up fucking getting my 2 fingers and eating it like that, bro. It was more
You
efficient.
couldn't have just bought the chips.
What? No, bro, I'm trying to low carb it, bro.
So Anthony, what's your off the top?
My off the top is, so the other day, you know, I go in to buy groceries. So I go to my local Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm walking around, and I'm just like, God damn, like. So there was like these people, right? And I was there with you, and we were cracking jokes, like, cause there was like 2 baskets full of shit. You could tell they just got their fucking food stamps. You know what I mean? And it was like 2 baskets full of shit. And I was like, I bet you half that fucking food is fucking frozen. Fucking frozen food. Nothing's gonna be fresh.
Like one
this
whole
year.
cart?
Yeah, like one whole cart of frozen pizzas, burritos, all that fucked up shit. And I glance over and I look at their kids, and they are fucking large, bro. Some of these kids are fucking fat, dude.
But like, what's been? Because my daughter's, I call her Gordy's. She's chunky.
Yeah.
So what do you mean?
She's chunky.
She's
She's chunky. She's not.
but I'm talking.
Overweight.
I'm talking like I was walking to the store and I was looking at these kids, bro. and one of this boy, like he's a boy, you figure he's active, he's doing his thing. That shirt barely fit him, bro. You just saw his guts sticking out of the fucking shirt at the bottom. His shorts look like they were about to pop off. Like, dude, the band, he couldn't, like, the poor kid probably couldn't put a pair of khakis or a pair of jeans on it. Because, like, the belt, like, would, like, crink over his gut, you know what I mean? And I was looking around, I go, dude, like, I'm a big guy now, but when I was a kid, like, I was never fucking obese like the way these kids are now, bro. It is fucking ridiculous. And I don't know if it's like a bad diet, but parents out there, buy your kid a bike. Get off the PlayStation. Get off the Xbox. Get your kid off the goddamn YouTube. Get them off of those dumbass.
Unless they watch us.
Yeah, and bro, put something informative on, like us, Joe Rogan. Yeah. I don't know. Watch something that's gonna educate them. But I don't want to hear Baby Shark could do. Like, fuck that shit. These kids need to get out. And as parents, I know it's like, oh, they're just kids. Well, your kid's growing up to be a fat motherfucker because you're not paying attention. Like, they need to be active. And like, dude, I have my daughter. She's to that point. But I get her like, hey, go play, go do something. You could do that later. But I see it like as a problem now, dude. Like, some of these kids are big, bro, and it's to the point where I'm looking at them like, God damn, bro. Imagine that kid's gonna probably have sleep apnea at 10 years old. That kid probably snoring. Yeah. Diabetes.
I guess my question
I
is,
bet you $5 by 13 they have high blood pressure, bro.
I think my question is, what was in the cart?
Dude, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard. And I'm saying, I'm not trying. It's just, you know what? If you see your kid going down that road, be to the point where you go, hey, let's go out, let's do it together as a family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go play with them at a park, show them how to play basketball, football, throw the ball around. But god damn, I think these kids need to get out and do something, bro, because it's ridiculous. And I think maybe it's just our region of the country, but Jesus, some of these kids are bad, bro. Bad. And they're kids. Imagine teasing them, bro. I would have had a field day calling him. I would have had a field day in school if I had it. Because I used to get teased for my big ears, my big head. Hey, it made me a better person. Hey, I have a big head, I have big ears. But you can't clown on these kids no more. Their self-esteem's in the shitter.
I don't know. The world in general is like...
Yeah, it's bad, bro. I just tripped out. I was like, God sakes, look at all these little porkers running around here, dude. Look at all that. It's bad.
See, and that's what's different. Like, because when I grew up, I was always chunky. I was always a husky.
But did you ride a bike? Yeah.
No, I would still play football and all that. I just ate like shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was hard for me to get teased because all my life I grew up with parents just like, my nickname was my tease, like what they would call me
Gordo.
in school. Yeah, Gordo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
but it's like a body. Like,
Gordo.
you could tell when a kid is not supposed to be that big.
Right.
Like, there's like a natural, hey, you're thick, you're a bigger kid, or you're gonna grow up, you're gonna stretch out. But some of these kids look fuck, and then like, know who I feel sorry for the most? Like the little girls, dude. Because imagine, like, they're going through their phases, they're doing stuff, and it just feels bad that they're gonna have to go through that. You know what I mean?
it's hard for me to think like that because I got girls. I don't.
Yeah, and I have
them unattractive.
Yeah. Dude, I hope my daughter's
go date her.
I hope my daughter's a nice knockout, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I want my daughter to be attractive and beautiful. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna force feed her to fucking be fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck that. But goddamn,
with this COVID shit, like, even though it started in the beginning, it's starting to spike now. With the now we're seeing it in the NFL. It's starting to spike up.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean not your kids not to go out and fucking do something.
No, and I think, see, like with the virtual school and all that shit, bro, it's even gonna be less and less like social interaction after this point.
Yeah, but get the fucking pizza out of your kid's mouth when he's at school and have him fucking sit down and learn and do something, bro.
Well, and that's the thing that we've taken away from this COVID shit is you gotta stay healthy, bro. You gotta take care of your body, and especially not only for me but for my kids. I gotta take care of them and make sure they're straight.
Right.
Because this COVID shit is starting to spike up. We see it in the NFL now.
Mm-hmm.
You got all these players and staff taking or testing positive for COVID, like a Cam Newton And in my honest opinion, if it keeps happening, I think in the next like 3-4 weeks they're gonna shut down the season.
Oh, you think so?
I honestly believe that because it's either gonna have to go one of two ways. You're either gonna have to shut down the season, postpone the season, or you're gonna have to develop some type of bubble like all these other sports are doing. Because there's just no way that you can be traveling. Because think about if with the Vikings and the Texans, how they tested, one of them had to go home that day. One of them had to travel. So they're not only traveling, but if they're not also all being secured in one hotel for the rest of the week for the practices and all that, and they're going home with their families, that's just gonna outpour to everybody, and that's gonna be the biggest like cry for like, oh, we got to do something, because now Cam Newton's, God forbid, wife or auntie, tested positive or something, like, you know what I mean? You just cannot be, you have to be able to either sustain it or just eliminate the season.
But that's like worst case scenario though. And I think the biggest thing going back to this is the NFL is doing all they can for the players of the situation. It's what are the players doing on their personal time. That's what I think is messed up. Because yeah, they could cover all the loose ends like testing, facilities, everything like that. But what it really comes down to, even not just with players, but everyday people, what are we all doing on our personal time? Because that's when the players that aren't taking it serious or maybe being more lax about it, that's how I think they're picking it up.
I've been getting screwed with contractors and shit. But.
See, I think Hector's statements on this, he's talking about this, and he's not being fazed by this because his season is already canceled. They already canceled.
Oh yeah.
Hector likes the Cowboys, so he, talking about this, like, he ain't even fazed by it because his season is already canceled.
I prefer a shutdown.
You know what I'm saying?
I think all the Cowboy fans are preferring a shutdown. Right now.
Yeah. At this point, but on a serious note, though, which that was kind of serious.
No, it wasn't. That was just a shot.
Yeah, it was pretty low. It was pretty low.
No, I don't think the season is gonna get canceled at all. You see, Cam Newton got hit with the Rona, and guess what? The game is still gonna be played. Still gonna be played on Monday. See, the NFL is the one league, the one entity where it's like, fuck that. We still playing. We still gotta make this money.
Yep.
I think that's true.
I think you got to take it like an injury now with COVID. If you get COVID, it's almost like getting injured. That's the way they're gonna treat it.
I think if this was the NBA, I think they would have suspended all operations.
Oh yeah.
But see, like how Ant was saying about the players doing that on the free time, at the end of the day, you work for that company, right?
Exactly.
The NBA made sure that they weren't going to have any spikes in COVID and everything like that by creating the bubble. Now, I do agree, or I do see that the NBA is a lot easier to detain because you just need one court, and it was already like playoff time, so you already got half the teams out of there that don't need to be there. That's the hard part with this football. You got way bigger rosters, way more staff as far as coaches, and you have at least 6 to 7 games playing just in the morning on a weekend. So you're gonna need 6-7 fields.
Right.
You're not just gonna build a whole facility in a matter of a week.
You would need like a small city.
Yeah, you need like a city.
Yeah, you would need a whole city.
You need like Monte Clara or.
You would literally have to have you would have to have 2 or 3 cities on each coast to play those games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they would have to be they would have to travel because with the scheduling. You know what I mean? It's not like the NBA, like you said. It was easy to go into the playoffs and have it as a small.
And it was
bubble.
smaller rosters too.
Yes.
You're talking 12 players compared to how many players on a NFL roster?
53 man, but you only dress up 40 something.
30 something?
40 something.
Yeah.
48.
Yeah. So that's a whole different ballgame. That's why you would have to, no matter what, you're gonna have to travel. The thing about it is, as a sports fan, you just gotta treat it like your quarterback got injured. Oh, he sprained an ankle, he can't play this game. But you're talking automatically, you're missing 2 games.
See, but then
diagnosed with corona.
so then at that point, is there an asterisk on who wins the Super Bowl this year?
Nah,
not on this one.
Nah, but like think about it. You go into the playoffs, right? Let's say the Baltimore Ravens. They go into the AFC Championship. Lamar Jackson the week before test positive for COVID, God forbid.
So you're overshooting. Lamar Jackson will lose in the first round.
Okay,
Can we use a different player?
Okay.
Let's
Let's
use
say
Tom
you're going
Brady.
in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes test positive, God forbid. The week before, they lose that game.
At that point, I think what the NFL would do, they would suspend the game.
Yes.
You think they would suspend it at that point?
What I mean is they would delay the game.
Yes. They would have to push it 2 weeks out. Or until that person.
And that's what I think.
Yeah. That's what I would do essentially, though. If I was
what
like
if
an
it was
owner,
regular season? There's 2 games that need to be played.
they are.
Right? No.
Pittsburgh's already got sent out, and Kansas City's.
No. But I'm saying, like, going into the playoffs, that one game decides it. One team comes in healthy, one has positive test.
I see what you're saying. It would have an asterisk if it's to that point to where.
We're starting to see that though, aren't we?
Yeah,
What
but
do you
they're
mean?
pushing out the games. Like
More and
Pittsburgh-
more tests are coming back positive. More and more players.
Okay, so what team has been affected? What team has been affected by their wins and losses that got hit by COVID?
None.
Well, we won't really know that until this week because there's some games that still have to be played that were affected.
Well, Pittsburgh
Like,
and Tennessee,
what do you mean?
they already
Okay, so Cam Newton is out, but the Pats are still gonna play.
Okay, I see that.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, Texans got postponed too, but what if some of those guys are still positive and can't play?
Well, the Texans played today.
Yeah.
I mean the Titans.
Yeah. Okay. Grimace's team.
Yeah. What up, Grimace?
His weak ass team started this whole pandemic. What is
Yeah.
it like? The whole pandemic. This whole thing.
Damn, that's a lot to put on Tennessee, bro.
It ain't the Chinese virus. It's the Titan virus. No, like his team, like what is it, like 8 players got hit with it?
Yeah.
And it was like 5 or 6 staff.
That's a lot.
That's huge.
Like what is they doing down there in Nashville?
Dude. Those hillbillies don't give a fuck, bro.
What they doing over there?
That's in the
Same.
South, bro. Those motherfuckers are all saying, that's the China flu. This is the flu. they're just trying to scare us,
Is
guys.
that a-
Democrats.
Is that a
That's
MAGA state?
Yeah.
Is that a MAGA state?
Yeah, it's a MAGA state.
Is it?
Yeah, that's in the South, bro. Tennessee. Might as well be in Alabama.
Let me
Might
see.
as well be Mississippi.
Fact check.
Yeah.
Was this facts or feelings?
Yeah, come on,
See,
Jamie.
that's the difference.
Jamie from the Joe Rogan podcast over here. Can you look that up? Can you look that up, Marcus?
Hey, he got a nice setup now though too.
Oh,
Joe Rogan.
you like it?
I liked his old one better.
Yeah.
I'll say that, but I mean, it's not like it fell off the hour.
Hey, honestly,
Tennessee is considered a safe Republican state.
yeah, I told you. Yeah, it's in the South. Tennessee, that's like right next to Tennessee, like Tennessee, Atlanta, Mississippi, Alabama, all those places are considered the South. So like they're taking it serious, but not like 100. You know what I mean? So
No, I mean-
you could see them fucking around a little bit.
When it was even like that with Florida, like Florida never really shut down.
Dude,
They were like pissed about shutting down that they filled up the beaches, and
Yeah.
then it was like, we got about.
people were going on
18
vacation to Florida to get away from COVID, and then they ended up coming back with COVID.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, like those are like those wild states. That's why you see a lot of shootings and a lot of hillbilly shit down
The
there.
dope thing about Florida though that they was doing, and they probably still doing that now, is they'll go to the beach and then they'll be in the sand and they'll outline. Stay the fuck away from this zone right here.
Yeah,
Is that-
really?
Even
Yeah.
though you just walk like past 10 of those dudes within like 2 feet.
This is my area.
And,
Right?
there was a comedian that said that there was like, then you see a lot of people in Florida wearing the mask underneath their nose. And a comedian, and a comedian,
There's hella people that do that here.
yeah, and a comedian said the other day that's like wearing a condom on your balls. Like it's true, like I was like, he's right. It's like
Wearing a
fuck.
condom on your balls.
Oh yeah, like you
Yeah.
don't even put it on your dick, you put it on your balls. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's gonna really protect you. And then you like people don't understand, like you breathe through your nose a lot more. That's how you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
But that's why I think Tennessee, because they're a lot more lax. They have that attitude, and you know what? I think everybody should take it serious. But I could see why certain states or certain football teams in certain states would get it.
The thing with with COVID is that was the problem that we had. We didn't take it as serious, and
I was guilty.
I
was
same
fucking
here.
really guilty.
I'm not gonna lie, but I'm like, man, it ain't that bad. Like it's just a flu. But once I started really seeing, because my lady's a nurse, she saw that firsthand, and seeing people come back positive and not see them the following week, like they passed away, and I was like, that's when it really hit me, like, oh man, this is real. Because she was serious about like, wash your hands, we're not going anywhere. We didn't do nothing for like the first 3-4 months until actually your barbecue was the first time we went out.
Oh, wow.
And those whole time, and that was what, 4 or 5 months. After that, we just stayed home. We would go to work and come home. Go to work, come home. That was it. Only had to go to like the grocery store when needed to, but it was just like one of us. We didn't take the kids, nothing like that. But now we understood that during this fall and winter, that's when it's gonna spike, man.
Yep. Well, it already is.
It already is.
Yeah,
it's getting colder. That's when the flu starts to live longer and everything. But people feel like, it ain't gonna happen to me.
I mean, your president got COVID.
Yeah.
And he was one of the ones that wasn't feeling it. Why would you even say that? Like, why are you gonna mislead me?
Quick question.
Mislead me, and not protect me in that point.
So, quick question: Is Trump drinking bleach right now?
Did you see that meme with him? Where it had the IV, but it was a bleach bottle instead of it being. That's
what I'm saying. Is he drinking bleach right now?
Dude, that guy's. It's crazy, dude. It's.
Hey, what y'all think about that debate? Did y'all watch that debate?
Bro,
I didn't watch it.
It was.
I watched it. I watched some of
embarrassment
it.
to democracy, bro.
I saw the clips. I saw the highlights.
Highlights on the
Not
fucking
so-
debate.
Always on his highlights.
Yeah, you're like a highlight reel over here.
Not
bro.
so top 10.
Yeah. No, to me, like I don't have a dog in the fight. You know, politics is
Me neither.
my big thing.
Me neither.
So I don't really do it, but like it's embarrassment to democracy to see two grown ass men argue and fight like that. Come on,
Grown ass man,
Yeah.
old ass man.
Dude, Joe Biden looks like he's about to fall over and die. Trump looks like a fucking orange with wide eyes, and he's overweight, and they're talking like children, dumbass, and they're like talking to each other like, oh my god, be smarter than that, bro. Everybody's watching us act like a bunch of fucking idiots.
And that's so I'll be completely honest on like my political stance. I don't have one. My thing is and that's what people tell me is like, oh, you don't vote so you can't bitch. I ain't bitching, because at the end of the day I still gotta pay my bills. I gotta find a way to find food for my family, put clothes on my back. I've never, throughout my adult life, never really seen them as like helping me. At the end of the day, it's me helping me and my family.
Exactly.
And whichever way I gotta, like I told a couple guys, is when avocados were 50 cents or 25 cents for one avocado, now they're $4.50. I'm still buying avocados. All I can do is adapt and adjust. Whether I need more money or more of this or more of that, this is survival of the fittest to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that one person or that one party or anything is gonna help
People
me.
get so wrapped up into that.
Yeah, exactly. They put so much energy into it, while I'm over here like, man, I'm creating a side hustle. We're starting this podcast for like not just for fun, but we're trying to make it. But we're thinking outside the box. We're trying to be innovative. We're not letting that one person stop us from trying to fulfill our dreams and our values throughout our life.
Yeah.
So why am I gonna be like so invested into that if he don't know who I am? At the end of the day, I have no control over how much they take away on my taxes, what they use my taxes for. All I know is that I gotta pay that, so that way I can keep living my life.
Right.
Yeah. The other thing is with their followers, the reason why I don't like politics is, first of all, all politicians lie.
All the fucking time.
And second of all, their followers, it's like a cult. It's like
It's tribal.
driving by and you see a Biden sign in the fucking front porch, front of the house, or a Trump or whatever. You see people with flags in their car. It's like they going so hard for their party or for their person. It's like I don't really rock with that. You know what I'm saying? I could never see myself glorifying a certain individual. I can't. Now, I will, if it's a team, I'll fuck with you. But I can't glorify, you know, a Biden, a Trump, or like you see the bronzexuals with LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Or like these Westbrook stands. I can't, or the Dak Prescott fans. I can't, I don't see it.
My opinion on it is sports.
I just got a fat head.
I always kind of relate to stuff like, especially with you, because like since I relate to sports, and I think the biggest thing is when my team sucks, I'm the first one to tell you that they suck. If my team's not doing good, I'll be the first one. But in politics, and whether it's Biden,
their side is never wrong.
They're never wrong.
Right.
Dude, admit that they're not doing good. Admit. Don't make up an excuse for every fucking thing. That admit it. Yes, they're good at this or they're good at that, but I don't like this. And in politics, they live and die by that shit. And sometimes it's like, dude, just say that he fucked up. Say that he lied. Dude, when like for instance today, let's talk about the Raiders.
Okay.
Dude, that was a shitty game. The defense sucks. We'll be the first one to tell you.
Right.
When it comes to politics, dude, a Republican, Democrat, whatever you are,
they can fart and you'd be like, damn, that shit smells good.
and they're gonna be like all over the Exactly. You just said it. Exactly. You just said that's why with politics I can't get behind anything like that, because it's the people won't admit when their fucking side is wrong.
Yeah.
Shit like that. That's why I can't get behind that shit.
Well, and that's the difference between sports and politics. In sports, we welcome criticism. If you've ever played sports, if you ever do that, you welcome criticism because that helps you get better.
It's productive criticism.
Like I play softball on the weekends. Y'all know, right?
Really?
If someone tells me, "Hey man, hey bro, this isn't my playing weight," you know, with COVID, it all hit
really
pretty
fucked you up,
hard.
huh?
Hey, I was depressed for a little bit. We had a squad this year too, bro. Shout out to Shark Status softball team. You know, we coming out next year. Y'all still rocking with me. So I'm gonna be on 150 next year.
To be honest, he even thinks it's football.
He looks like Big Poppy.
Nah, bro. We had a squad this year, bro. I'm telling you. But anyways, I welcome people telling me like, hey, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, because that's something that I can work on throughout the week to get ready for the next tournament. But when it comes to like politics, it's like they don't want to criticize because they don't want to seem like that side's weak. But how come it's that like, if you're gonna be criticized, you should be criticized whether you like it or not. That's what's gonna help you become better, because you don't see things that other people see.
Exactly.
I can't really see my swing as I'm swinging. I can't see the way I run or cut as I'm running. Only other people can see that.
And that's why with these Democrats and these Republicans, it's always a battle, Blair.
Yeah, and nobody's open-minded anymore. Nobody's open-minded.
The country has never been more divided than what it is now.
I won't say that.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's always been divided.
Well, in modern ages, I think
Yeah.
is what Smurf is saying is in modern age.
I wasn't alive in the 70s like you was, so
Fuck outta here, bro.
I wouldn't know.
If I was alive in the 70s, I look damn good. I wasn't alive during the Ronald Reagan era either, bro. Fuck that guy. Dude, and we're the only fucking country that elects fucking famous people to represent them. Ronald Reagan, Trump,
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
and it's all these fucked up, dumbass people. Dude,
Jason Ventura.
I think the best thing, I will terminate your taxes. He's like running off his fucking quotes, bro. He really won the fucking governor off of saying, I'll be back. Like, shut the fuck. Is that real? He was really saying that when it's nothing intelligent.
he was my governor at one point.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
He was my governor.
Your
at
mom
one point.
probably voted for him too.
My mom don't vote.
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't have a green card?
Hey, y'all ain't watching that? Is Trump watching?
Holy shit!
No, man.
I was not expecting that.
I'm just messing.
Y'all forgot about that, huh?
Oh, yeah. She just got her social.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Nah, but I think, and that's the thing is, at this point, especially now with internet and media and how much you can create your own business, your own brand, and make your own money, bro, at that point, you're going to be, you have to be able to decide that, hey, I'm in this for me, regardless of who's in it. And there's going to be things that are out of your control.
Yeah.
Like, let's think about this, right? The Asian community.
Oh my God.
No. They have the lowest voter turnout, but they have like the second richest group of ethnic group in this country. Because they create, how many nail salons you see? How many Chinese restaurants? How many massage parlors you see from all these, you know what I'm saying? Bill Belichick knows. And from all these...
You mean Robert Kraft?
Robert Kraft.
Yeah. Rubbing tug.
You know what I'm saying? But like, they create their own.
Yeah.
They create their own, and that's the American dream, is creating your own. You can't rely on one person to take you out the gutter and make you to be on top. That's just trying to look for a handout, in my opinion.
I think going back to that, if you notice, like Mexicans, Chinese, any type of Asians, they come here, they open up their own businesses. They don't fucking complain like Americans do. They come here, they do what they gotta do to survive, and
That's right.
They have more of an entrepreneur spirit than the people that are born here and done that thing here. So I honestly, when people talk about immigrants and they say certain things, shut the fuck up and do better for yourself.
But we do gotta support black businesses out there.
Oh, black?
I think there is a big black business out there that is killing shit in the sport game right now,
Oh yeah.
and that is Clutch Sports. You wanna know why? Because Clutch Sports is building a big ass entity with the Lakers, and about to give the Lakers a championship. I know they lost.
No.
I know they lost. I know they lost today. I know they lost.
They had
today.
to give them
But with
one.
Anthony Davis, so gentlemen sweep. With Anthony Davis and LeBron
Yeah.
James, and forming that Laker soon-to-be dynasty, I'm assuming. I just want to say this. I want to give a shout out to my day one Laker fans, not my day 30 Laker fans.
Not my this year Laker fans.
The Bronsexuals.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out, if they happen to win the title, to my day ones. And
Where you going with this?
what I'm saying is, what do you
Where you going with
what do you
this?
mean where am I going with this?
I'm a little lost.
What do you-
No, because I see where you're going, but keep going.
a black business is bringing the city of Los Angeles a title.
Bitch, I'm the king, you can call me your majesty. Didn't make the playoffs cause a nigga had injuries. AD coming plus my nigga Kyrie. I'm the president, bitch, ain't no tampering. Toronto, shut the fuck up, Kawhi's on the way. No matter what y'all give him, bitch, he ain't gon' stay. Gangsta walking, throw gang signs, that's how I play. And fuck whoever made me third team all NBA. Nigga wouldn't dare walk down my block. My nigga Magic quit now, that's my spot. Nobody in the league got her fucking with me. Shit, I'm the reason Golden State blew a 3-1 lead.
Soon to be.
You're talking with Clutch Sports
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah.
because of...
AD and LeBron.
They're both on Clutch Sports.
No, I know, but...
Okay, cool.
So wait.
Segue to this whole situation. So, as
Why
a
are you
day
so
one,
confused?
Laker, okay, I won't count this.
Nah, you can't be like that. This dude. I hate when people do that. They'll say that early on so we don't hold them accountable. So that way they're, hey bro, we knew it was gonna happen.
So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So
We all know
okay.
they're gonna win the finals.
We
right?
all know.
We all
Okay,
know.
go ahead, speak your piece.
Okay,
Yes.
so as a Laker fan, as a huge Kobe fan,
You got about 5 minutes till commercial break. By the way.
okay. Okay, so let's get into this. So as a Kobe fan, a Laker fan, when LeBron came into the league, he went to Cleveland, right? We all know that. We saw this picture. Came out of high school.
Right?
Was I a fan of his? Never. Never been a fan. When he left to Miami, the way he did with the decision, all that bullshit, didn't like him even more. Then he went to Miami. We all saw the game against the Mavs.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I really stopped liking him. I said, this guy gave up. This guy was acting like a chump. You know? Then he goes back to Cleveland. And then he goes, obviously wins the championship, then he goes to the Lakers. I don't like him. I think he's one of the phenomenal athletes, but now that he's a Laker, even if they do win the title, I'm excited, but I don't like him to the point where I'm not going to celebrate it because I just don't care for him.
Just because your displeasure of LeBron. And there's a lot of Laker fans out there that don't like LeBron.
And they're jumping up for joy because they're about to win a title. But why?
Some.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it. I don't even think he's deserving of being a Laker.
Well, I think
Not all Laker fans, not all Angelinos like LeBron.
Yeah.
You could tell that by his mural that got fucking smeared all over it in LA.
Exactly. Rappers make what's that song? Who made that song about him?
Which one?
Fuck Ron Brown. Fuck Ron
Oh,
Brown.
yeah. But that was old.
Yeah, but like still to this day, I just don't. You know, I think he's a great player. As a Laker fan, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that he became a Laker. I'm not happy about anything like that. When he leaves, let's start up a new one. Let's get a superstar that's drafted. Let's make this a dynasty again.
if he wins, he ain't leaving.
I know he's not.
Anybody
But once he
buys it.
retires, I'll become a Laker fan.
No, but I think
Again, 'cause right now, I root for the Bears.
I think there's fans that think like you, and feel like you, but I think also winning a championship in the year that Kobe passed away.
Here we go. Here we
You know
go
what
with
I'm
this
saying?
shit.
That's where no.
Hold
Hold up. That's what's gonna bring some of those Lakers fans back because Bron, at that speech while he's holding that trophy,
He's gonna show.
Mamba, this is for you,
Yeah.
Kobe, and then they're gonna be like, you know what? He did this for Mamba, the greatest Laker ever, and they're gonna like him for this year. Doesn't mean they're gonna be fans of him, but they're gonna like this championship because of the story behind it.
And if they do a statue for him, I won't ever even.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah.
They're gonna do it. If he wins a shit, just one, they're gonna do a statue.
Nah. See, I just don't. I don't.
The thing is,
I think they need to do a statue of Caruso. I mean, but that's just me.
yeah. Headband or no headband?
And no headband. No, it's got to be headband Caruso.
Okay.
It's got to be so it.
See, here's my thing. The Lakers are I've never seen a dominant team be so under, like it's the fucking 8th seed. All right, well, enough about that Laker talk shit.
Let's get into some football.
Because it's football Sunday.
Let's talk about some footy football. So let's talk about today's game. So I'm gonna run through the list and let me know what y'all think about it. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So first off, we've got the Jaguars or the Bengals beating the Jaguars. We don't really, what I'm saying.
That rookie quarterback actually looked pretty good though.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow looked good.
He's been looking
okay.
good these past few months.
Yeah.
And then we've got.
What was the score on it though?
It was 33-25.
Yeah, not too bad.
So the Bengals covered.
They covered?
No.
Yeah, I picked them. I think I picked
Okay,
them.
so then we got the Saints over the Lions.
I picked
That was a
one
little
too.
scary though.
Yeah.
It was. They started off. The Lions were up 14-0.
Yeah.
Breeze threw a pick.
I think this is
that's
Breeze's
his first
last
pass. I don't know.
I don't know about last year, but I think definitely going into a decline.
He just doesn't look the Breeze of old. I think father time is catching up to him, and it's kind of shitty in a way because they've had really bad breaks in the playoffs these last 2 years.
Yeah.
And I think that was the time that they needed to go because that's when Breeze was kind of.
But why do you say Breeze is getting old? What makes y'all say that?
His arm strength's not
Just
there anymore.
arm strength is not there.
Why do you say that?
Because he's just not throwing the ball like he was
Okay.
last year. I mean, the velocity is gone down.
He's a shell of himself.
So Drew Brees finished, I want to say 29th, 28th a year ago, 2 years ago, in average pass attempt, and they were still winning. What is the difference this year? It's just the defense.
That's true. When the old Drew Brees, like no matter what his defense looked like, stuff like that, he was just that guy. He was,
He could bring him back.
yeah, he was a come from behind.
I think he can still do that. Plus, they're playing without Mike Thomas.
Mike Thomas?
Yeah, but you still have
Which-
Emmanuel
which-
Sanders. You have Alvin Kamara. You still got an O-line that's super healthy. You still have pieces in place. I mean, just because he doesn't have Michael Thomas, there's a lot of other teams that are dealing with injuries, positive COVID tests, that don't have the.
But what about
the same
cohesion? Like you talk about Emmanuel Sanders, and they didn't have that chemistry or whatever, regular off-season activities.
And-
what I'm just saying, what if that played a part?
Well, it plays a huge part actually. We're seeing that within the whole NFL, like with the camps being so short, not being like get your chemistry going yet.
I mean, who's hitting on all? What football team is hitting on all cylinders right now on offense? You look at the
On
Chiefs.
offense?
You look at the Chiefs, and what is it? The same people are back. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
and I said this in the beginning of the year or before the year started. We're not really gonna know who the best team is until like week 8 or 10 now.
Right.
Whereas before it was week 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But because you had full training camp, you had OTAs, you had preseason, enough to weed out the weak links in the chain and try to build that strong bond within those
Right.
first 4 games. Now this year is going to be totally different. We don't know that there's a team that could start off 8-0 and lose the next 8 games because the team that started 2-7 is going to just get hot at the end of in the middle of the season because that's when they're going to start to put things together and it's going to develop into something that's going to become great.
So what you're saying is it's too early to determine the actual contenders, but I don't think it's too early to determine who fucking sucks.
I don't think exactly. I think
Like
that's
the
the
Jets,
best way to put it.
like the Jets fucking suck.
The Broncos fucking suck.
Well, they've been hurt with injuries.
Yeah. Plus, I think right now we're looking at it going. Remember how they were always trying to eliminate preseasons and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They're very important.
They're huge.
They're huge.
They're huge.
By the way, the Eagles just beat the Niners.
Really?
Damn.
You fucking serious?
Now we're.
So what is that? Everybody got a 1 win, except for the Giants. So let's talk about that. So the Seahawks, they beat the Dolphins. They covered.
That was a nice game. I saw some of the highlights. Shout out to him.
The Ravens get back on track and they beat Washington.
Ooh, when they covered.
31-17.
Yes.
Yeah, they covered. They barely covered.
Told you.
Because they were favored by 13. 13 or 14.
13 or 14. Or was it? It might even be 15.
No.
No, 13 or 14.
And then, okay, so we got the Cardinals. They started off hot. They get beat by the Panthers.
I know. Okay. No Bridgewater, dude.
Teddy Two Gloves,
See
Teddy
that run he had
Shortwater.
there?
Yeah, I saw that touchdown
that,
run.
that run was
Yeah.
good.
What you gotta say about the Cards?
I think the thing with the Cards that I've been seeing is just
Have they played any good teams though?
Mm-hmm.
to me. Okay, so the way I'm gonna base it is because it is like a quarterback league now. I base it off if the quarterback got the it factor. Right now, I think Murray can develop it, but it's really hard to develop. But to me, Murray doesn't have that it factor.
He did
of-
not have a great passing game today.
and that's the thing is, do you have a quarterback that is going to take you out of those holes? Not every hole, because you still need your offense and defense to fire on all cylinders and your special teams. I don't think we can solely put the pressure on just one guy to win a game. But at the same time, do you have that confidence in that one game and say, if as a defensive player, hey, if we get you this stop, can you go and score? And if I have that confidence in you getting that stop, I'm going to go 200% on defense to get you that ball back.
So would you say it's like a Lamar Jackson type situation? They shut down the run, they shut down him running, and they made him throw?
To me, Lamar's not a good quarterback. I
So
think
would
he's a
you
great
think,
talent.
like that him and Murray are showing the same symptoms?
I'd rather have Murray over Lamar.
I take Murray
Yeah,
too.
Hot take? It might be a hot take. That's how I feel.
He has a cannon on that.
Who-
Little guy. A little guy.
Heck,
I think as a in the quarterback position, Murray is a better quarterback than Lamar because he has more attributes of being the quarterback. Yes. Whereas Lamar is just a talent that is hard to stop. But once you stop, it's hard for him to get back into that train that's just going full fucking speed.
I feel.
Go for it.
I feel like Kyler Murray, the Oakland Athletic. I have more confidence in him throwing me back into a game than Lamar.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it's only his second year, and I think that's where he's developing that.
And I hate that we agree on this.
Yeah,
shit.
no, but I see him. No. I totally see him developing, being able to come from behind.
Well, and the thing with that to end that part of it is we've already seen Lamar Jackson in the biggest games of his career. In the first year that he was in the playoffs, okay, we can kind of throw an asterisk because he kind of came into being the starter kind of late into the season and kind of took him in, and we're like, okay, at least he got into the playoffs. He got that feel of the playoffs. But to come back that second year and lose the way they did, that was kind of like, whoa, dude, you didn't even take that step to improve in that aspect. And that's where, like, with the whole Burrow situation is, I think he's got that it factor. It's just right now it's about bringing that team together and starting to string up those wins, because even though a quarterback can have that win and loss record, we have to stop putting all that pressure on just that one person. And that could kind of segue into your whole Browns and Cowboys situation.
I was going to say, you're really trying to make
so the Browns and the Cowboys.
What do you think about
the 49ers against, the Browns against the Cowboys? I'm going to let the resident Cowboy fan take the floor.
Yeah,
let's go.
Roast you. So go for it, then we'll roast you.
So here's my thing. I think the Cowboys have their quarterback in Dak Prescott. I believe in Dak Prescott. I think since he came to the league, people tend to forget he was a 4th round pick. So because he took the league by storm in that first year, we all want to look at him as a 1st round pick, but he's not. But every year, and things that he lacked in or was his weakness, he has improved and developed those talents, those skills to become better in that department.
So break down the game.
Now, we have a shitty defense. Let's plain and simple. Regardless, you have a
You miss
quarterback.
Byron Jones?
Huh?
You miss Byron Jones?
I think we just need a safety, man. At this point, I miss Jeff Heath. Like, we just don't. We have a lack of pass rush. I think there's, like how you were talking about with the Chiefs, they've had this cohesiveness. They have the same players there, and they're able to build upon what they had last year. Whereas this year with the Cowboys, there were so many moving pieces. The O-line is not what it is. I mean, we had 3rd, 4th, even practice squad guys on that O-line.
Garrett went wild.
Yeah, and Brandon Knight. You have a Terrence Steele on right tackle that had to be taken out in the middle of the game.
Oh yeah.
And now you're seeing still Dak trying to keep him in the, he still had his fumble, to start that off. But then the next drive, you have Ezekiel fumble the ball and give that ball back. The Browns are clicking. And right now, you're putting too much pressure on one guy to play offense and defense, because the defense is not stopping anything. When you have a team that's going to rush for over 300 yards and can basically run a play in one play and score a touchdown, that's not on the quarterback, nor is it on that offense, because he let them back within nine points of a game. And then you have a special teams that just tries to onside kick or squib kick it. I don't know what they were doing.
That was terrible.
And when you could have kicked it off, you had plenty of time to pin them back in their own territory, try to get that 3 and out, have that confidence in your defense to at least get that stop. They got the stop before and was able to give you the ball back. But now you have a short field, one play that goes for 45, 50 yards with Odell Beckham, scores a touchdown, a special teams debacle again where they don't pick up the ball.
Typical Cowboys.
No, where they don't pick up the ball, and it adds 2 points instead of 1 or 0. And now you're asking one guy hey man, in the next 2.5 minutes, I need you to score 11 points.
See, people are so divided in Dak Prescott. A lot of Cowboy fans, right?
They are.
They'll look to blame Dak Prescott.
They'll look, but
He
he's
did
not
throw
the
the
problem.
pick at the end. He did throw
At
the
the
pick.
end of the day,
He did throw the pick.
Yeah, but when you're having to throw just to get back into the game, that's
58 times. 58 times.
That's the thing. You can't expect to throw the ball 58, 60, 70 times a game and expect to win, and also lose that turnover battle and expect to win. I honestly thought, like, even when we got down, I was like, all right, we might have a chance.
Who's your DC? Nolan?
Nolan.
Mike
And
Nolan?
he's just, but that goes back to not having training camp. With all these moving parts, all these new coaches, all these new systems that are being put in place, they haven't had enough time to actually practice that out, test it out in preseason, and actually, like, if my feeling would be different if we actually had the training camp, we had the preseason and all that going in, and they're still 1-3. Then I'd be like, all right, something's wrong. But to me, being that Cowboy fan, I'm like,
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
But what helps us is being in a weak division, let's be honest. I mean, that's why it's like, okay, we
Y'all
still
ain't
have
out
a
of
chance. The only thing with the regular season is you got to get into the dance. Once you get into the dance, then we'll see how you can move. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that I kind of have hope in is our division. Because before the season, at your barbecue, this dude over here was talking about Wentz is a better quarterback.
He just beat the Niners.
Oh my God! Here we go.
All right, so me personally watching that game, I wanted to roast. I was planning on roasting Dak. I had all my points. I was gonna get you, but I saw it was just bad coaching. First of all, let's go from here. Why are you guys throwing the ball that much when you guys just paid Ezekiel Elliott? He's not running the ball as much as he needs to at all. Another thing, why did you guys do that on the kickoff? Dude, you got plenty of time. Why did the Cowboys do that? Kick the ball down the field.
Pin them down.
Pin them down.
They still had their timeouts,
They
right?
still had one timeout.
They had one timeout.
And there was still almost 4 minutes left. So you still, even if they got to the 50 and you stopped them, because you guys were starting to stop them,
Yeah.
you would have had a chance. So that's bad. Another thing, why did they try to block the extra point? Let them kick it up. Let them kick it. You're good. Bad coaching. You should have just let him kick the
How do
extra
you feel
point.
about how do you feel about Head and Shoulders?
He's awful, bro.
Do you know who Head and Shoulders is?
Yeah, Mike McCarthy.
You looked at me like you didn't know what I was talking about.
I'm trying to get my thoughts
He
together.
thought he was talking about him. He thought he was talking.
All right. Here's what I will say.
But I'm not going to bang on Dak on this one. I see why are they not running the ball? Why aren't they giving it to Zeke? Why aren't they using the what's got them success before? Now all they're doing is throwing. Yes, but there was 2 quarters you guys didn't score at all. And my big opinion on this game was if they would have won, it was because the Browns stopped. They got, we're up, and they kind of backed off a little bit when they should have put you guys into a stranglehold.
My whole thing with the run game is I think the reason that they're not running the ball as efficiently or as much as they want to is because they're being real about what their O-line is. Their O-line can't open the holes that it did last year. The Cowboys O-line cannot open those holes like they did before. They're not as athletic as they were before. They weren't as strong. They're not as strong or as powerful as they were before.
Let's
All right,
wrap
so-
up.
All right, so with that being said, we're going to talk about the Buccaneers and the Chargers. They beat them by 7 points, 38-31.
That Herbert looks good, man. He looks good. I mean, going toe-to-toe, dueling out with Tom Brady, the great. And not only that, what surprised me the most was the Bucs defense is actually legit. I think it's pretty good. These past 3 weeks, we can only base it off these past 3 weeks. And they've been doing good, man. They've been holding their own. And for Herbert to come in, I think going up against Tom Brady, that was like a little bit of motivation coming into the game. saying like, hey, I need to be better than this guy today, not all time, because Brady is just gonna go down as the greatest of all time. But going up against that Bucs defense and going up against Tom Brady, I think Herbert had a good showing, man. And the Chargers defense is looking pretty good too. So,
Yeah. What did I say last week? Yeah. I think we got somebody to watch. I think he looks pretty good.
And he plays in the AFC West.
Yep. Won't deny. I'll give credit where credit's due. He looks good. I think he's definitely better than what's that starting quarterback's name?
For who?
The Chargers, the original guy.
Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah, definitely better than. I think it was one of those when he got.
His own medical team took him out.
Yeah. I think it was one of those things that just
Punctured his lung or something like that.
When you get your lung
They're like, man, you ain't even that good. Let's just go ahead.
You know, I said that one after his first game. I think he looks good. I think he is. You could tell when he does make those rookie mistakes, like when he's on the run and he's running right, left, and he's throwing against. You know, like stuff like that. You'll see him get better. But I think he has a lot of potential there. I think definitely the Chargers have found something good.
I think what goes unsaid a lot when people mention like the best receivers in the league. Keenan Allen.
Oh, top 5 for sure.
Keenan Allen is one of those dudes. Did you guys see the catch he made? Like the tippy toe catch? He's got to have one of the best hands in the league.
Yeah.
Easy. And he's a damn good route runner. Yeah.
He ain't a blazer, but man, he'll get some separation on you. He got some good hands. And
well, it's like they say, it's the thing that'll beat speed is quickness, and he has that quickness off the line. He can run any route in the route tree, and with his hands included,
he just can't really go deep.
Yeah. He has a lot of potential, but I think Brady to come back the way he did today too. Yeah, that was a good game.
But we've seen that before, 28-3 against the Falcons.
Yeah. No, so like you're talking about chemistry, everything like that with the new team and stuff. And I think.
So I'm gonna just run off. We had people complain about our last show how we weren't mentioning like a lot of some teams. For example, like the Steelers. Why we didn't talk about the Steelers as much?
Yeah, we didn't break down the game and stuff like that.
Yeah, because we didn't really talk about the Steelers that much because they've yet to be the team that's won a game up to that point.
Yep.
Now the Broncos won Thursday, but they played a high school team.
Dude, I think if you put the national championship team with the Jets in college, the college teams in the smoking.
I don't know. Hell
I think if we even put like a local high school football team right now against them, I think they would give them a good competition.
Okay, so we got the Rams. They beat the Giants.
That's cool.
They're supposed to.
Okay, so the Colts beat the Bears. So we've all known that the Bears were fraudulent. That 3-0 start was fraudulent.
Yeah, Trubisky, he
Big Dick started.
The big thing about that, man.
What about Trubisky?
I don't like him.
He didn't play.
No. What I'm saying is, we all knew he wasn't a good quarterback, but it got to this point, and the whole thing about it is, the Bears could have had Mahomes without even trading up.
Yeah.
They could have had Mahomes. They could even have had a Deshaun Watson. And you trade up to go and get Trubisky thinking that's going to be your franchise quarterback. And he just was not in that talk leading up to the draft and going into the draft. So I think that's just a GM decision right there. That
Did you watch the draft recently? Did you DVR it? Did you do a recap or what?
that shit right here.
He watched the highlights.
Yeah, he watched the highlights on that draft.
I was listening to it in the U-Haul truck.
No, but you're right. Like I said last week, he should have been benched last year, and that's why they're not giving no respect to the Bears. They were fraudulent.
Yeah. Okay, so the Eagles beat the Niners, and that happened as we're recording. So they what is that? The first win, the Eagles?
Yeah, but you got the Niners. Same thing. No Nick Bosa. No Jimmy Garoppolo.
A lot of injuries.
Right.
And the thing with the Eagles and me being a Cowboys fan, that's the one team I hate the most in the whole division is the Eagles. And I've always said that Wentz is not better than Dak. And not because of talent, not because of skill. I understood and I saw that Wentz is obviously a better talent and a better skill guy.
Right.
As opposed to Dak. But to me, Wentz never had that it factor. Like, we were going back. To me, Wentz never had that it factor of like, I'm going to put all my confidence into my QB in order to try to get us out of this hole. Try to at least get us fingertip to the ledge, and then us together will rise up.
Right.
But even that season that he had, the whole MVP talk and all that stuff, they still made it to the Super Bowl without you, bro.
Yeah.
So that what says more about you is that the team, or was that on you? You know what I'm saying? And now you have Nick Foles coming out. And to me, Wentz, right now, he just doesn't have that competition to say, like, well, who do you got behind me? Jalen Hurts? You really think he's going to take you to the Super Bowl? So the Eagles are at a crossroads right now. They're like, man, we could have at least kept Nick Foles.
Right.
And it would have still lit a fire under Wentz's ass to become better. But you talk about last year. Wentz is in a great league.
He can't stand Wentz.
I don't because we gotta be honest as far as, okay, if you want to talk about, you have those people like how Anthony was talking about into the season. Oh, Dak Prescott, where's the wins and the losses? Well, he had more wins and losses than Wentz.
Yep.
He actually played those playoff games. He actually stayed healthy throughout the year.
Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah, and
Who?
Wentz.
Okay.
Wentz is injured.
And to come back this year and still say that Wentz is better than Dak, well, I haven't seen that yet. Until I see it, I'll still say it. I'll say it.
Would you rather have Jared Goff or Carson Wentz?
I would have more of a Goff.
Goff.
But Goff is a little tricky too, because I don't feel like he can even read defenses without Sean McVay.
I said that, yes.
I think Goff. He's a great passer of the football.
Yes, yeah. Oh, arm talent is bar none, and he's great, but is up here great.
Yeah. Hey, it's funny because they're all out of the same draft class.
Yep.
Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, but only one of them has made it to the Super Bowl.
And I think that showing in the Super Bowl is what really brought people back from Goff. You see what I'm saying?
Well, because he played Bill Belichick.
You in the Super Bowl, baby. All cards are on the table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, that was one of the lowest scoring Super Bowls ever.
Right. And the Rams defense had a lot to do with that in that Super Bowl too. So what I'm saying is, until Goff, and that's what I really get peeved about is after that Super Bowl, that was the blueprint to stop the Rams, right?
Yeah, Bill will do that to you.
Yeah, he'll show the blueprint, and not any of those teams are really taking that blueprint and saying, okay, this is how we stop.
Well, they did with the Rams.
Yeah.
They do.
It's funny because I'm glad you mentioned that because there's this trend, this betting trend that a lot of the team. How would I say this? So the team that just finishes playing the Patriots,
right,
ends up not covering against their opponent the week after because Bill Belichick shows the blueprint on how to beat you,
on how to stop that team.
Yeah. So that's a little betting tip. It's a little betting tip.
Yeah, but the Cowboys didn't get the memo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess not.
Because that week after they
I think I love any fan base that throws snowballs at the freaking Santa Claus. So I'm not a Philly fan, but gotta appreciate it. But as far as
what
Carson Wentz, I think trying to do too much. The win tonight, we all know why they did it. Too many injuries on the 49ers.
So the Rams, the Patriots play the Chiefs tomorrow. By the time this is released, the game will be over, whatever. Do the Patriots cover? So the Patriots are. Do the Patriots cover? Do the Chiefs cover? They favored by 11. No Cam Newton.
Oh.
They're favored by 11. They don't cover.
So you think the Patriots will keep it close?
You know, tomorrow's gonna be the game where they're not gonna cover, but I don't think they're gonna get blown out, and they're gonna say, you know what? No matter who's quarterback, y'all still got Bill Belichick.
Okay.
Definitely, I think they'll cover.
Do you think the Chiefs will cover?
11.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs.
11.
Okay. Okay, and then the Packers and the Falcons. The Packers are favored by 6.5. So basically
yeah.
a tug.
They cover. The mean machine.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
The mean machine.
If the Cowboys
Okay.
can beat them.
So let's look ahead to Week 5. And what I want to start doing is we're gonna look ahead to the Week 5, and then once that Sunday comes around, we're gonna see if we were right.
Okay.
So
we gotta keep tabs.
I did pretty fucking good this week. Because most of my
I didn't check on it.
Yeah, but the ones that I do remember, I know
So
they did cover.
I don't want to, I kind of want to go quickly. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So we'll start with Thursday.
Okay.
Finally, we have a good game. I'm hoping. We got Tampa Bay and Tampa Bay and the Bears. Tampa Bay favored by 6. Do they cover?
Yes.
Yeah, they cover.
They cover.
Okay. I would not bet on Thursday nights. I wouldn't bet sides. I would bet the over. Thursday night games usually go over.
On the over-under?
On the over-under, they
I
usually
think
go over. Okay, then we've got the Falcons and the Panthers. The Falcons are favored by 3.5 over the Panthers.
Falcons are favored?
Favorite.
Okay, I definitely go for, with the way that he's playing right now,
Who?
and Teddy Bridgewater,
Okay.
I would bet Carolina cover.
Okay.
I think Carolina covers just because we don't know the status of Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley.
Okay.
And those are two of the hottest targets for
That one.
the ice.
That one, if I would stay away from, but if I was to pick a side, I'd probably, I don't know, I'd probably lean towards the Falcons. They got to win at some point.
That's why I think the Falcons win that game.
Okay. So then we've got Bills.
Actually, no, I don't.
Bills at Titans. There's no game line. We got COVID hidden, so there's no game line on that one.
Bills win.
Okay, we got Cardinals favored by 8 over the Jets.
Cover.
They cover.
They cover.
Okay.
That's
too many points.
Bounce back game.
That's too many points for me. The Cardinals will be on the road in New York, so I'd stay away from that one. Okay, Eagles at Steelers. There's no line for that because COVID.
Steelers win.
Yes.
Rams favored by 9 over Washington.
Cover.
Covered. Easy covered.
Just call them what they are, like I said. They're the Redskins, bro. Stop saying Washington, just call them the Redskins.
Okay, I would probably pick Washington in that one, in that
I'd
spot.
call
You're
it crazy.
Yep, yeah, I'd take the points. The Rams going east. The what?
The foreskins?
There you go. There you go.
Because they ain't never come out. Like, oh, sorry.
I got you on that one. Okay, so we got the Bengals
Okay.
and the Ravens. Ravens favored by 13.5. So basically 2 tugs.
Cover.
No, they don't cover.
You think the Bengals keep it close?
I think the Bengals keep it close.
Okay.
I don't think
It's a
close.
game.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's they keep it like super close, but they don't cover. Like I think they lose by 10.
A little backdoor cover.
Yeah,
A little
like
garbage time
10,
touchdown.
10, 12. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
yeah.
that. Okay,
Okay.
last minute.
I go with the cover.
Okay. So we got the Texans favored by 6.5 over the Jags. Texans haven't won a game yet.
I think they need to win. I take Texans. They're going to cover it.
By 6.5.
No,
Basically a tug.
Texans get to win, they're not going to cover.
Okay, so they don't cover.
They don't cover. That's my opinion.
Nah, I think they win, but they cover.
They're going to win by 7?
I think they win by like 9 or 10.
I think they're going to win
Okay, so
by
they
3.
cover.
3.
Okay.
Last minute field goal.
So Dolphins and 49ers, ain't no game line for that yet.
No, Dolphins win that game.
Okay, here we go. Colts at Browns is basically a pick 'em. Indianapolis favored by 0.5, half a point.
After watching that game today, I think.
Hey, the Colts have better defense.
Yeah, but that offense is good. That running.
I think Indy forces Baker to throw, and he loses that game.
Okay.
I'll take the Browns cover.
Okay. All right, so we got the Giants at the Cowboys. Dallas favored by 9 points.
They're gonna cover.
To this point, until I see it, bro, I say the Cowboys lose.
No offense. No,
And they don't cover.
Are you trying to get that
So you
first
would
round
take
pick?
you would take +9 with the Giants.
I don't think they cover, but I don't think they'll win. Until I see it, man. Like, I'm just one of those that, like, until I see it, because it's gonna
So
be.
he's a money line guy.
No. But the thing is like that's a one of those games where it's divisional. It's a shitty team. It's one of those setup games. It's like
A trap game.
Yeah, it's like those trap games. Exactly.
Okay.
It can go either way.
All right. So Broncos and Patriots ain't no line yet. Okay.
Oh, we are.
We got Vikings and Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 7.5. I'm jumping all over this shit and taking the Vikings.
Ooh.
I'm not saying the Vikings are gonna win. That's not what I'm saying.
You're saying
I
that-
still think the Seahawks will win,
But they don't cover.
but they don't cover. So I would take the Vikings +7.5. This is probably the best bet for me.
I think I would take.
Bro,
The Vikings aren't going to cover, but they're going to win. You're right. You're
Seahawks
right.
defense is
It's ass.
Yeah,
it's
that's
trash.
why I said yeah.
Yeah, okay. I could agree on that one.
okay, and then the Monday night game, we got Chargers at Saints. Saints favored by 7.5.
I think Chargers win.
Ooh. At Saints?
I think this game against the Bucks and going up against Tom Brady, Herbert's confidence is just, even though they lost,
It's a lot of points.
he put up a lot of points and he put them in position. And the way Saints defense is looking right now, it can be had.
Okay, so my bet. So that's all. My best bet will be Vikings +7.5. Might even win. But with that being said, what else y'all want to talk about?
Get it off your chest, Anthony.
No.
Get it off your chest, bro.
You was want to talk about that Dr. Dre shit?
We can talk about the Dr. Dre.
Bro, he looks so
No,
still right now.
no.
Yeah.
I was going to say, my big thing. What do you think about Doc Rivers with the Sixers?
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so Doc Rivers with the Sixers. Okay.
That was a quick
So
recap.
I think. Okay.
I'm trying to put it together.
I think Doc Rivers is a bit overrated as an NBA head coach.
I agree.
He has never taken the Clippers, whether it's the Lob City or this team, past the second round. Ever. And I do want to go in on the Clippers right away because
Do it.
the Clippers went about this whole year, they went about themselves as they accomplished something.
Yeah.
Right.
And they never accomplished anything. They went up. Kawhi Leonard taking games off, this whole load management shit.
Yep.
And they never accomplished anything. And look at them, they got bounced by the chicken nuggets. It's one of those things where it's like, y'all haven't done shit, blood. Y'all ain't done shit. But I do think the mutual parting of Doc Rivers is a Jerry West call.
Yes.
And I think he was there too long to begin with. I think he's been there way too long. And the way they gave up, what do they not? They don't have a fucking first round pick.
They robbed us. Yeah.
Like 2026?
And I heard they're trying to trade Paul George.
Dude, I didn't know about the scandal that he was dating Doc Rivers' daughter. Did you hear about that shit?
Nah.
Whoa.
Check
What is that? What is it?
So check
I'm
this.
intrigued.
Oh, so PG-13, whatever they call that guy.
PlayStation PG.
No, I call him PG 13%.
Yeah. So when he got traded to go to the Clippers, he was dating Doc Rivers' daughter. Turns out cheats on her with a stripper, gets her pregnant, offers her money to get an abortion. She didn't do it.
Is it fact?
Facts.
Nah.
swear, look it up.
Hey, you need a.
So
fact check
now,
that, bro.
so
'Cause
now,
we can't just put
no,
that
no, no,
in.
no, 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 I saw it. So
Allegedly.
like, this is like from
Just say allegedly.
Say allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
So,
Allegedly.
so he's dating her, and they said that put a strain on their relationship because now he's with the stripper and he's starting a family with her, right? So it kind of fractured right there, right? So the relationship.
Shit, how much money did he offer?
Close to like $1 million, bro.
Damn. So he was really trying to keep.
So
it
he was,
wrapped.
yeah. So now that kind of fractured the relationship. Plus, if we go back and we look at this, the load management, the fucking Clippers look gassed by the end.
Awkward. Paul George once dated and cheated on his new coach, Doc Rivers' daughter.
Oh, yeah.
But see, this is what I don't get, and not just in the NBA.
What's the scout report on this?
That's what I said. I don't want to talk about it.
no.
I had to drop the bombshell on you guys, and I know you guys didn't know about that.
That's
bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people, especially, okay, I don't understand how celebrities expect to be in a relationship. That shit never works out. Ever.
You mean celebrities and celebrities?
No, like just celebrities in general.
Well, you
Like-
gotta keep the pussy on the side.
No,
You can't be knocking at bitches like that, bro.
Yeah, but
Stupid.
What-
Bro,
what-
come on.
what I'm
so
saying
lost.
is, throughout history, we've seen how many celebrities, okay, I guess you could say that. Celebrities on top of celebrities. Now with this new age media.
I'm a celebrity.
Where?
I'm very. I got the blue.
Where?
Verified?
I got the blue check mark.
Oh,
Where?
shit, my bad, bro.
No, I'm just fucking.
Oh shit. No,
Actually,
but what I'm saying is
let me
like, you
check.
really think that's gonna work out? Like, it only works out like 3% of the time. Let's be honest. The only celebrity relationships that work out is like a Tom Hanks, where his wife is not a celebrity. They've been together for like 30 plus
Yeah, but
years.
how many bitches do you think he smashes on the side when he?
I don't know. I cannot speak onto
Yeah.
that fact. And whether he did or didn't, somehow they figured out a way to work that relationship.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, Doc Rivers, you have a guy that is dating your daughter, that is an NBA player. At that point, if I'm Doc Rivers and that's my daughter, I'm be like, yo, do you like drive a truck or do you work for T-Mobile? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather have that person. I'd rather have that person than the NBA guy, because not only that, Doc Rivers, you played in the NBA. You know what the business is when they go travel and they go do all these things. So like what gives you that fulfillment of saying like, oh, he seems like a good guy. Yeah, you should date him. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand like how Doc and his daughter are surprised that Paul George did.
Well,
Tristan Thompson
but-
did it. He had a baby with the whole Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah, but like the thing about it is he knocked up a stripper. Dude, that girl saw dollar signs the minute that fucking pregnancy test came.
Easy.
And so now that they're saying that fractured the relationship, right? So, and of course they're gonna have that animosity because he cheated on the daughter, but he probably separated it, right? But like, you're going to like, if you're gonna be fucking around, bro, be smart about it. Pull out, get a condom on, like. Don't take a condom from her.
Well, you motherfuckers never pulled out.
No.
So I don't want to hear y'all talking about pulling out.
Yeah.
I did,
But I wasn't no fucking movie star. Like, if I was famous and I was cheating on my chick, dude, you could guarantee I have a pack of condoms in my back pocket. I'm smashing you out, and if I even I would deny.
Not
I
at
don't know what
that-
you're talking about.
At that point that I didn't pull out, dog, I was making $8.65 an hour.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
go ahead
yeah,
and sue me.
But you can't. But you can't.
What are you
Dude,
gonna get?
If your dad is a fucking that would be like my mom's being a fucking GM for the NBA, and I'm kind of slightly famous. You think I'm gonna go for the guy that works at sacking groceries, or am I gonna go with the guy that my dad knows is a famous guy, he's in shape and he's cool? Of course you're gonna want to get some rich dick.
No, but
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
that's the
Or
problem.
some rich pussy.
But that's the problem is, you're going into that situation, right? But then you act surprised that this happened.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be surprised.
Exactly.
The
That's
one
the whole
thing,
thing.
but the one thing that was bad is knock the bitch up. Like, he shouldn't have knocked the bitch up. He should have done about it than that.
Well, people do dumbass things when.
Well, do we know
in
he
the
was
moment.
drugged?
What do you mean?
You ain't never seen Hustlers with J-Lo?
Get out of here, bro. What are they gonna do?
You don't, hey,
but anyways,
come
back
on,
to
they
it.
did it.
But like they said, that fractured the relationship. Plus, and all that, I think he should have been fired a long time ago because I think he wasn't that great. Lob City didn't ever really go that far.
Mm-hmm.
And now that this didn't work, they're saying chemistry.
Right.
Kawhi Leonard went to the goddamn Raptors and won a championship the first year up.
Laughed at his coach during the speech
And know
during
what?
the D1
And check this out.
championship.
Kawhi got all the fucking credit for that championship. Not once did that coach get any credit. But now that Kawhi, they're not doing good.
Now it's the coach.
Now it's the coach.
Yeah.
And they gave you games off, and you were gassed by the end of those games. Like it's good that, but the reason I heard this is like another rumor is the reason he got hired with the Sixers allegedly is because what's that? Not okay. So the point guard, what's his name?
For who?
The Sixers.
Ben Simmons.
How the fuck does that guy not have a jump shot yet? All the fucking times he's spent in the NBA, he hasn't. They're not. The Sixers are not focusing on their game. Like he has.
I like Ben Simmons. I like Ben Simmons.
But he hasn't developed a jump shot. And how long has he been? 4 years.
Yeah.
And then Joel Embiid.
I don't think it was the jump shot. I think it's the three.
Yeah, but then Joel Embiid. Dude, I've heard that he don't take it serious at all. He don't diet. He don't do shit like that. To him,
he comes into camp out of shape.
Yes.
sometimes.
He never did though.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But he has no discipline.
I don't feel like he's. Yes.
He has no discipline,
Yeah.
and he's not taking this shit serious.
Right.
Know what he's there?
No, he
It's
does
like,
what he wants to.
Yeah, but it's almost like we're regular guys, right? We have our jobs. He treats this like it's a regular job. I go in, I get my check, I play. He's not one of those guys that's driven to be great. I think that's why they brought Doc in.
So do you think they keep them both?
They're gonna keep him right now to see if he can light a fire under their asses. But if he can't, I have a feeling that team's gonna get broken up.
Yeah, Embiid is one of those guys at work that is constantly on his phone, comes in late, takes days off, but when the boss shows up or the owner shows up, that's when he's like hammering it out.
All of a sudden he's the fucking
all of a
baddest
sudden,
fucking worker
his
ever.
phone's in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's one of those
Where the
types
fuck
of
do
dudes.
you work at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm always on the phone. Got my Bluetooth on with some music going on. No, but like those are the rumors that I've heard that's
Right.
why they brought him in. They brought him in to do that. And if that's true, that's a damn shame in this day and age that these guys don't want to be fucking great.
The thing I don't like is Doc Rivers, even with all the talent that has been presented to him, he still has not accomplished the ultimate goal.
And he only has one fucking title.
And for that, you expect him to go in there and take half the talent that he had in the Clippers
Yeah.
and win a championship. It ain't gonna happen, dude. I think the thing that the Sixers are thinking is, look, if Doc Rivers doesn't take him, we trade Embiid, we start all over, and we'll just start a new process. Then 2 or 3 years down the road, if it still doesn't happen, then Doc Rivers is the problem. But I think it's a cultural problem. It's the Sixers. They haven't won anything. So what I was saying about the Sixers, I think at this point they brought Doc in to see if he can take them over that hump. If not, they're gonna try and
Rebuild the team?
Yeah, rearrange that team, rebuild it.
A little
And if
tinkering.
that doesn't work, then it's the coach. But like I was saying, it's a cultural problem. I think it's one of those problems where it's gonna take a couple more years, and no matter what the draft picks are, no matter who the coach is, that they need to get out of that psyche of we're the Sixers. We're not supposed to be here type shit. Just kind of how Jordan did with the Bulls back in the day. It took him 6 years to really be like, all right, this is the team that we need in order for us to win a championship.
But in that way, just like Jimmy Butler went there to give him a boost too. He's not leaving after 1 year.
Yeah.
Because he saw them not taking it serious.
Exactly.
And when he was trying to light a fire under their ass, they didn't like it. It was exactly the same thing with the Timberwolves too. They sent him there for Wiggins and Carl Anthony Towns, is that what it is?
Yeah, Cap.
Yeah, they sent him over there, and he had the same problem with them. And I think it's just they don't take it serious. It's more like a job to them. But with the Sixers, I think if Doc can't reach them and a good coach can't reach them, I think they're a lost cause.
Well, I think they got a big question mark with their personnel, their players, because I think they have. Okay, I think they have 2 of the top 5 worst contracts in the NBA. And the top 5, I would say, one of them is John Wall, Russell Westbrook.
He hasn't even played this year, huh?
Yeah, and then the other one with the Sixers, they have 2, with Tobias Harris and Al Horford. Good luck getting rid of that contract.
Oh, nobody's.
And in the NBA, that money is guaranteed. This ain't the NFL.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to eat that money. They're gonna have to eat that fucking contract.
Something
you can't
they gotta
bring
trade
in
them
another
away.
superstar.
Something I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
that's when you have to do like a 3-team deal.
And that's why I think one of them gets traded.
Yeah.
Either Joel or Ben Simmons with that contract.
Yeah.
Their best hope is LaMelo.
What?
You're crazy.
LaMelo Ball.
They're not gonna. They have no shot at
No,
drafting
they have no
Lamelo.
shot at all.
Where do you think he lands?
Golden State.
No. I don't think.
Yeah,
he
I
fits,
thought
don't
so.
think he fits it. I think he goes to either Minnesota.
It's the lottery.
I don't know.
Remember, we all thought the Knicks should have had the first pick.
The lottery's already set.
Oh, who? All right, so the 5.
So it's the first pick is Minnesota,
Okay.
then the Warriors,
Okay.
and then I think it's Charlotte,
Okay.
and I don't know,
Well, he's gonna be gone within those first 3.
possibly.
I think he goes to Golden State.
Nah,
No, he's gonna go for number 1 overall.
there's a chance he might.
Yeah. I think we'll go number 1 overall, and I don't think Jordan would take him with Charlotte.
So let me just.
John Morant is the truth. That's all I gotta say.
So it's Minnesota, Golden State, Charlotte, Chicago, and Cleveland.
He goes to Golden State.
LaMelo,
Yeah, I think he go to Golden.
if the
Yeah,
Warriors keep the pick,
And if he falls,
because the Warriors are in win now mode. They
Yeah.
could trade the pick
yeah. And if he falls, I can see.
for Ben Simmons.
I actually can see Cleveland taking him like a bunch of dickheads.
All right, so
Kyrie Irving.
did y'all hear what Kyrie Irving said
About what?
about
Oh, about the last shot shit?
about taking a shot at
Yeah. I don't think he was taking a shot though.
LeBron? I think so.
No, I don't think it at all, dude.
So-
He was just hyping up KD.
So let's put it into context here.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all talk about it while I look for it.
So I think he was hyping up KD because that's his boy. Like he's hyping up, saying, "Hey, I know I can count on somebody else." And he's always said, like the way he said it, something like, "I think the way I was always the guy that was gonna take the last shot, but now I have somebody that I can defer the ball to, and I know they'll make that last shot."
And I don't think I agree where it wasn't a shot at LeBron because LeBron was never known to like be that last shot guy because that was proven with like Ray Allen. You had Kyrie Irving. The thing that bothers me though, man, you have 2 of the most emotional motherfuckers on one damn team.
I've said that,
And it's
1,000
just
times, bro.
and it bothers me because I was a KD fan. I had the KD 5s and the 6s. I was a huge KD fan. The minute he went to Golden State, I wasn't mad, but I was just like, why would you do that? But then I seen him being emotional. I'll never disregard his talent, his skill. He's one of the best players, if not, he's top 3 in the NBA. But
I think he's the best player.
Yeah,
when
he's the
healthy.
best player right now.
When he's healthy.
yeah, when he's healthy, I don't know. I think Kawhi
Come on. Don't.
Kawhi's a bad dude, bro.
He plays both ends of the ball.
Who?
Both ends of the court, Kawhi.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
why I like
Like
him so much.
he's overall, he's a better
Yeah,
player.
that's why I like him so much.
Offensively, yeah,
Shut
KD.
the fuck up.
Now somebody calls
Kawhi
sensitive.
is not in KD's league.
You're crazy.
I don't know because
What do you mean?
Dude,
it was already
as
proven.
him playing both sides of the ball, he's that guy.
Kawhi?
Yeah.
Kawhi took a
Kawhi
no
and
team to
KD.
a championship.
Huh?
Kawhi took a no team to a championship.
You're crazy.
What
That was
no
not
team?
a no team.
The Raptors.
The Raptors were always good. They were always on that cusp. You got them over.
The
They
Blazers were
yeah.
better than he. Were better than them. And then Kawhi
The
comes in and
Blazers?
yeah.
What do Blazers got to do with it?
Yeah.
The Trailblazers. Shit, to me, fucking Damian Lillard is one of the best players in the NBA.
What is that? What do the Blazers got to do with Kawhi?
What I'm saying is they were better than the Raptors before Kawhi got in there. And Kawhi got in there.
Are you talking about the Clippers?
No, the Blazers and the Raptors last year.
No, they played
Blazers got nothing to do with the
Yeah.
Raptors. What are you
They-
talking
I'm
about?
just saying. I know they have nothing to do with it. What I'm trying to say is that team was better than the Raptors team. Kawhi comes in and goes and wins a championship.
I'm not
Yo,
getting. I'm
what
not
is-
getting.
what
I'm
is-
not getting this put
What
together.
I'm saying is.
Did you have too many beers,
What-
brother?
yeah,
Did you have too many beers,
What
brother?
I'm saying is KD had OKC with some stars now with Russ and well, Harden wasn't there during that championship run, but
Are you talking about the Thunder?
You talking about Golden State?
Bro, be
Before
quiet,
he
be quiet,
left
be
to-
quiet right now, be quiet right now. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay,
I think
KD,
we're thinking different shit.
KD is a better scorer than Kawhi Leonard. He is not the defender that Kawhi Leonard is.
But that's what I'm saying.
But that doesn't mean it cancels each other out. He's still good defensively. He's blood. Get the fuck, man. KD was cooking Kawhi when KD played that first quarter that he played in last year's finals.
Oh, before he got his
Before he got hurt.
Achilles blown out. Yeah.
Where was Kawhi against the Chicken Nuggets? Kawhi doesn't make Kawhi makes Kawhi great. He doesn't make his teammates better.
So do you think?
I could agree with that.
But do you think KD makes his teammates better?
Yes, he
because
does.
Yes.
Yes, he
because
does.
until he didn't win a championship till he was with Steph and Clay,
I'm not judging
and they
them.
had already
I'm
won.
not judging them by wins and losses. Otherwise, I would have brought up they both blew
we're not.
3-1 leads.
I'm not judging them by wins or losses. I'm judging
talking
them by
pure skill set.
Yeah, but by championships, they had already had a championship. They didn't even need KD. They could have not had a KD and still won another championship.
Why didn't they beat the Raptors?
Oh, you had Clay hurt. You had
Well, I
Steph
know,
hurt.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, come on, bro.
Injuries.
Like the stars that were in place were hurt. And
They
that's
do
why
beat
they
the
didn't
Clippers.
Raptors.
I think they do beat the Raptors if Clay does not get hurt.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is like at that point, if you had everyone healthy in that point in time, without KD, they would have still beat the Raptors.
I think Kawhi Leonard is great, but y'all hyping him up too much to be the fucking best. Just like with Giannis.
I didn't say he's the best. I said I like.
He's
the
better
fact-
than KD.
No, I didn't say that. I said I like the fact that he says plays both sides of the ball. And
KD
it's
or
really
Kawhi? Who's better?
good. KD.
Okay, KD or Kawhi? Who's better?
Kawhi.
Oh,
No, he's not.
crazy.
But he's drunk.
He's fucking better. Why? When I have a difference of opinion,
This is the last
I'm
time
drunk.
we drink for the.
Like how come?
You was talking about the Blazers. What the fuck do the Blazers have to do?
What I,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all didn't get my frame.
What is your Blazers over there?
Because
Or
I
logic.
don't see where you're putting it together with the Blazers
Yeah,
and the Raptors.
yeah. It's like what?
But what I was
Okay,
saying.
my logic was misconstrued.
Okay,
Just say that.
so what I'm saying, my whole thing about Kawhi Leonard is, it sucks that they're putting it down to chemistry with the Clippers, because that's what Doc said.
Right.
He was like, our chemistry wasn't there, but when he went to the Raptors, 1 year and won that championship. I don't care if they're hurt. He went there and got him over the hump.
Right.
That's my biggest thing is you can't knock it down to chemistry with the Clippers and shit like that.
Especially because they had more talent
Yes.
on that team. You had Pat Bev, you had Paul George.
Yes,
you
that team was
you had
stout.
Kawhi. Yes, you had a better team.
I don't like
You even had the sixth man, the best sixth man.
Paul
in the
George.
league.
I don't like the fact that they gave up so much to get them
PG
both.
13%.
Yes. I don't like the way that they gave up all that shit to get them both, and then they looked gassed. They didn't look like they were interested. That
overrated.
Yes, very overrated. Dude, he was good in Indiana. Ever since then, I don't know what happened to him.
That's why.
Dude,
He was good in Indiana because he was an up and coming
yes.
player, so everybody
And
was
what did
like,
we have? Roy Hibbert?
And that was
Like, he had inside presence at the time, and he lobbed it in, took care of business. But like you said,
face LeBron and lose.
yes, exactly. So me, is it overrated? I think yes, he's overrated. But as far as that, I think I think they gave up. Like I don't know anything else. Or the Clippers just being the Clippers. Obviously, it sounds like they're afraid.
It's
to
like
win. Like they're afraid to win. They like
it's a cultural issue. That's what I'm telling you.
They like being second fiddle to the Lakers.
You're going. You haven't.
I don't think it's a culture issue. With
no, but
anymore.
it's a psyche. It's a psyche. It's a mentality.
It could be.
But
they got Kawhi. They got championship medal there with Kawhi and Doc Rivers.
Definitely, their potential was a lot. Their potential was up here.
They choked.
They
choked.
They underperformed so bad to the point where they're fucking.
They were up 3-1 for a reason because they were good. They choked. Can you guys name what's the bigger disappointment than them?
The Falcons.
Basketball. No, but like I think they
like,
disappointed because
you had
the Rockets.
Warriors in the finals against the Cavs. They were up 3-1.
But
that
the thing,
was a bigger disappointment.
but what I mean by that's a disappointment. But if you listen to the
expectations.
No. If you listen to the excuses, you can see. Oh, I could see why.
Okay.
Like with the Warriors.
Okay.
Or even with OKC being up 3-1 when they blew the lead. You can see, well, they're playing the Warriors. It is the Warriors. When the Warriors choked 3-1, it's like, they suspended Draymond for Game 5. Steph Curry wasn't all the way healthy.
I see what you're saying.
Like
you had the Clippers going up against the Nuggets.
What is their excuse?
Nobody was hurt. They had everybody there.
I guess the only excuse is they're playing in a bubble.
Nah, but even with the bubble, I mean, you had
Paul George.
That's what I'm saying.
That was like a match made
That's one
in
of the
heaven
biggest
for them.
choke jobs that I could think of.
Because that's who I wanted to see in the Western Conference Finals. Clippers.
We got
Lakers.
robbed.
We got robbed. And
Pelinka.
Pelinka. And at the same time, it's like they look like shit. They look like shit. Like honestly.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. The Nuggets, and then they're like, the Nuggets have been together longer. No, you guys just fucking sucked.
And what have I been saying, Anthony? Who did I pick when the season, throughout the season? I've been saying it. When I said, whenever the Clippers play the Lakers, I've always said, who the fuck is guarding AD?
Yep.
And say, all right, Kawhi checks AD. Who's guarding LeBron? We all saw it can't be PG 13%.
No.
But anyways, enough about the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? We too much time on the Clippers.
All right. So the last thing we wanted.
They need to get Mark Jackson.
Did you want Mark Jackson? Get the fuck out of here. What's he gonna do? ISO ball? No. You want to talk about Dre? Within that case.
Let's go.
All right. So
Talking about our headphones, they're all Beats.
Yeah.
It's like this show.
Hey, yo, Dre, what up?
I should have known by now.
So-
he doesn't.
So we in the headlines, Dre won in court, and judge ruled in his favor about not having to pay $1.5 million a month, which is crazy because give me 5 G's a month and I'm living good. 1.5 million is crazy, but another win is that the judge declared that Dre does not have to pay the legal expenses for the attorney of
See how much it was?
Did
It was
Johnny?
like another mill.
Because
Who was
that's
his lawyer? Did Johnny Cochran come back from the
So
dead?
what happened was that he signed a prenup. They got into a fight one night. He ripped it up saying, I don't need this fucking prenup. But obviously, there's still a copy with the lawyer. So he ripped it up just like as a, hey, this doesn't matter.
Try to say it into the mic though.
Oh, my bad. So anyways, so he
So he
ripped,
starts making out with
so he ripped up the prenup, and she said that was him violating that he ripped it up. The judge said no, there's still a copy with the lawyer. So dude, she wanted 1.5 million a month. She wanted him to give to donations, all kinds of shit like that. When he won, bro, that was a good sign for all men out there. Cause these, like I said last week, these bitches are vindictive, bro. And for her to even think that she wants that much money on alimony, Fuck that bitch, dude.
Yeah.
What gets me about that is even after the request for that much money, you know Dre is not just gonna leave her on the side, right? Like, you know she's still gonna get a house, she's still gonna get the cars, she's still gonna get some type of support. You know, he's not just gonna leave him high and dry. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? I think any noble man like myself, I would be like, hey, look, I know things didn't work out with us, but we have kids together. I'm gonna buy you a house because I can afford it. I'm gonna buy you cars. Like, don't worry about the taxes or anything like that. I got you. And for you to come back and ask for that type of money after all these years of us being together, after everything I'm still going to give you, and I have no disparity or no case of saying like, hey, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do this.
Right. Just try to like.
Yeah, like you're gonna let, not only that. No. The thing is, you're gonna let your lawyer talk you into asking for this much. Now you've created a problem, because at the end of the day, it wasn't Nicole Young. It was the lawyer wanting to get as much as he can out of this case. Yes,
33
because just like how sports agents work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If I can get him the most amount of money, that brings in 5 more clients
To me.
To me.
Yeah.
And saying, look, I got Patty Mahomes $500 million. Think about how much I got, and I think you're better than Patty Mahomes. Doesn't mean it's true, but the lawyer is. At the end of the day, she listened to the wrong fucking person. When Dre could have been like, look, because from what I read, Dre was trying to settle all this shit out of court.
Yep.
And he was willing to give her what he wanted, but then he saw it and it was like, whoa, this is not what we talked about last week while we were playing Monopoly. You know what I mean? Like you were cool.
They
with
were still
this,
playing Monopoly?
Yeah, like you were cool with this.
He was probably just playing Scrabble with her, trying to get his vocabulary.
Nah, but like, straight up. But like, you were just asking for this, and now you hit me with this. All right, now we got a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I go back to this, and I think, and this is what I'm going to finish on. I think about all the women, how they fought to get equal rights. They fought to vote. They want to be treated better. They want to have equal opportunities. They want to be treated with respect.
And then they make songs like WAP.
And then,
Bro, I almost spit all my beer on it. And girls love that song.
So then you get a woman that's been living a certain lifestyle with the faith, a very successful man. He played the right business cards, and now they want to play victim. I need this much amount of money because I'm used to this lifestyle. I need this because we did this. I need this because that. Whatever happened to a woman being independent? Whatever happened to a woman wanting to make her own dollar? Whatever happened to them trying to be successful and be
right?
Money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, and I want to be me. I want to have respect. I want you to treat me with respect. I want to be a successful woman. But all of a sudden it comes down to we're getting divorced. Now that greed and that fucking vindictiveness comes out and they want you to support them, get the fuck out there, get a fucking job. Support yourself. If you're used to a certain lifestyle, go fucking do it. Don't fucking rely on me to pay your way. And that's what bothers me.
I think that hit personal.
And you know what?
This is getting into a different.
These fucking bitches want to come around and want you to fucking pay their fucking way. Get a job, go do your fucking thing, and you should. You should. Your fucking ancestors fucking went and fought their fucking way to get your fucking rights. And now you want my fucking money that I worked hard for? Fuck those bitches. For all these bitches on alimony, get a fucking job. Go buy. You're going to have to stop at the Bentley and get a Toyota Corolla. Go buy a Ford Focus. I don't give a fuck. Do what you got to do. And that's what, and then they walk around. We're talking about all these fucking low-life rich bitches that want to take your fucking money from you. Go do it yourself and get a fucking job. And you know what? Dre's wife's pretty famous. She could probably go get a job that pays $100,000 a year. You're not making millions, but you have a fucking job that you'll support yourself and take care of yourself. That's what I don't like. And it's all these fucking rich billionaire and like Jeff Bezos. He's giving half his fucking money away to that cunt. that fucking, he's having to give her, when he made Amazon, fuck her, bro. She didn't do nothing. She got fucked. That's what she did. She put her pussy out there. He fucked it every night, and that's it.
Wait.
Fuck her. Fuck her, bro. And that's it.
And y'all want to cut
But
me
then
off.
that's fuck her, bro. All these women begging out there on their knees trying to get fucking money. Fuck them, bro. I'm glad, Draymond. God bless you, bro. Keep it up for all the fucking regular guys out there getting fucked in the ass. And thank God his kids are grown up. He'd be getting fucked even worse on child support, bro.
But,
Fuck that.
But the thing is, the regular guys are still gonna get fucked.
And I'm gonna get fucked. You split up, you're gonna get fucked. But I can look back and say Dre did it right. Fuck that, bro.
I don't think I'd ever even look back and be like, yo, this billionaire got it right.
And then you go into a court system that they're sticking up for the fucking women. Fuck that, bro. Get a job, do it yourself. You fought for equal rights. Take your fucking shit and move the fuck on. And go, or do not even that. Go suck a dick. Do whatever you gotta do to find another billionaire or rich guy. God damn it, man.
Don't thought around.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't even need that much. Really. If you were to just buy me a house and a car that I can get around in, I'll find my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the
WRX.
day, like, even with me, right? I'm still trying to
Just make sure you look at the iPad.
Yeah.
No. I'm just. It'll be quick because this dude just took like 12 minutes. I'm just trying to think of it like from my own perspective. I'm working to get my dream home, right? But when I get my dream home, I want to have it paid off, right? I want to buy that like cash.
Are you hiring that same guy?
Hell no. I'm at this point, people, listen, when you have someone do a job for you, sometimes it's almost better to hire a company to do it, because the one thing that they do hold is accountability. And that's the problem. You might have to pay $1,000, $2,000 more or a little more to get the job done, but accountability has no price to it. Let's just be honest. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, once I work and I get what I've always wanted, which is my crib, or as long as I get my crib and I have it paid off and have it the way I want it, I'll be good after that. I can work a minimum wage just to pay the utilities or doing all this stuff like that.
We're gonna be podcasting. What you talking about?
Yeah. You still have to pay taxes, bro. You look like the president. $750.
Hey, IRS, I pay my taxes. I swear, I don't mess around with that shit. I will pay my taxes. That is one thing that I will do. And
I don't know. I heard you came up short.
I will say y'all owe me a little bit from last year. No, don't say that. You should edit that out.
Yeah.
We edited shit out.
When I got arrested one time, my lawyer said, "There's two people I don't ever want to pay: the IRS and a lawyer. That's what you should never pay for. Stay the fuck out of trouble and pay your taxes on time."
Exactly, dude.
Okay.
It's exactly, dude. But I think just to end that note, I think at the end of the day, to me, this doesn't go for everybody, but respect means more than money. I will pay you to do a job as long as I get that same respect that you're gonna finish it. I will pay my lady if we ever get into that point. I will give you what I feel that you need, and I think we can come to that mutual respect that you needed too, and I will go ahead and accommodate that.
Right.
But once we start getting into this $20,000 a month for phone and email,
Is
man,
that
I think I pay a lot in my phone, and it's not even close to $1,000.
is that what they charge you for a haircut? Because I think you need one.
Bro, this is that moving haircut, bro. This is look. I need a shave,
Dude,
dude. I am bad,
That's a
dude.
moving
I need to lose weight. I need a shave. I need,
falling apart.
Looks like you paying the wrong people.
bro. For real,
Shit. Who's advising you?
dude. I'm
Dr. Dre's wife?
Yeah. I just gotta say,
her lawyer.
for everybody out there, you said it perfect. Pay them what they're worth. Take care of what you need to. But if those bitches are overshooting it and wanting more and thinking they deserve it, get a fucking job, go do it yourself. We'll help you out, but that's about it. You don't need all this expensive shit. Fuck them.
No, at this point,
Fuck them.
and that's the thing. At this point, you know, it's like I just want to make sure my kids are good. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I know my lady, if it, like I said, if I got to that point, I know she's gonna be good. But as long as I can do,
To what point?
like if we ever got to that point where we split up,
Oh yeah.
which you know I hope it never happens, but if it ever did, I'm gonna make sure. Like I always told my lady, bro, like if we ever split up, I'm buying the house right next to you. You know what I mean?
You're crazy. So
No,
you're gonna chick home? You're gonna
because
chick home?
because you got to think about it, man. For me, it's all
You know
about my
you
kids
lying.
at that point.
You
No,
be lying.
I ain't lying. No, I'm serious. We're gonna be on the same street. We're gonna be on the same.
Stephanie ain't gonna be able to coexist with whatever female or dude you bring over.
No,
For a while.
Yeah,
For a while.
but that goes vice versa. But at the end of the day, at that point, it's not about me and her in a relationship. It's about our kids.
I know, but
So if like I said, if I got another girl over or she got another dude over, the kids should be at the opposition's house. You feel me? Like
Dude, you'd be bouncing off the walls, bro. You'd be with your kids there, pacing back and forth. Who the fuck is there? What's this guy drive? He has
Is
a
he
better,
taller than me?
He has a better car. He's taller. He's handsome. He's slim.
You gotta-
why you gotta hit the taller part? Why you gotta hit the taller part, bruh? Like I'm cool with my height.
Everybody's
I
gonna be
fit in
taller
a
than you,
sports
though,
car.
bro.
Hey, Hector, how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Oh, really? Damn.
You 5'4"?
Oh, I thought he was gonna say 5'7".
Yeah. Everybody who's 5'4" said they 5'7".
No, I'm happy with my height. I am 5'4".
All right, look, hey, we're running out of time.
Yeah,
we're running out of
let's wrap this
time.
up.
This motherfucker keeps going past the time limit. But look, we just want to say, this is our first episode with all three of us. This is Scouting Report,
Thank you for watching.
and
You guys have a good night. Take
peace out, y'all.
Be careful.
See y'all
I'm outta
next
here.
week, baby.
God
Outta
bless.
here.
Hey, COVID free, baby.
Let's go.
We didn't wear masks.